clear. The loud noise heard by many. In Wichita,
Those Guys From Wichita.
Push the button.
It's Those Guys From Wichita.
It's tighter than a nun, buddy.
You betcha, buddy.
Just press the buttons, buddy.
Come on in there. Beep, bop, beep, beep, bop.
Welcome to Those Guys From Wichita, everybody. Today is July 15th, 2020, the year of our Lord. Ding.
I'll honk it.
Thank you. Thank
Honky.
you. And if you're listening to our big dumb waterheads,
us.
you're listening to us on Podbean Live, you're flicking the bleen,
Look at-
or new tonight,
What?
you might be tuning in on ICTradio.com.
We made it.
We've made it. ICTradio.com is kind of a local internet station here in Wichita area that plays usually musicians in the area
Nice.
and tries to promote their music, I guess,
Yeah.
nationwide,
Okay.
maybe worldwide, depending on who's got the feed.
All right.
So I reached out to multiple businesses across the area just with a digital handshake. And Arby's, they haven't got back to me.
Long John Silver's.
But these guys got back to me and said, hey, do you guys want to stream on our stream? You want to share streams?
We'll cross them.
I said,
we'll cross our
We'll
stream.
hook it up, bud.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
if you do hear us on ICT radio, make sure you tell the guys you heard it there. I don't know, Facebook them.
Reach out to them. Milk
yeah,
them a little
Twitter
bit.
them,
Yeah.
whatever you got to do.
Ding them.
I think they have an app. Download the app.
Download that app. Listen to it.
This fly,
No, it's
I'm
all around
sorry.
you, buddy.
It's
It
gonna-
is attacking you. It wants your blood.
I don't know what's in it.
I don't know.
It's
It's your moxicillin.
It's the lack of.
I'm high on meloxicam, too. And that's the problem.
That's it.
I
That's what it
about
wants.
15 minutes before the show, I took a meloxicam.
That's what happens.
And you are starting to get slurry, bud.
Yeah, it's not going to take long. So it's supposed to help with arthritis. It should be
I feel
fine.
great. I took one too.
Well, negative effects always with drugs. Flies. Just with that one, I guess.
Well, not only can you listen to our audio stream on those two places, Podbean and ICT Radio, you can watch our Big Dumb Waterheads on YouTube Live and, as always, on Facebook Live. So just
Right.
follow Those Guys From Wichita wherever we are, and we'll do our best to make you laugh during these trying times.
Yeah, it's a trying time.
During these trying times.
Take your mask off and show your smiley puddings.
If you can.
Yeah, well,
If you're at
I
work,
mean,
leave it on. If you're around people,
alone,
At home, listen at home and take your mask
you're
off.
cruising your big brown truck down Central Avenue in Wichita.
Eyes are
and if
getting
you're
weary.
wondering, we're
Fling that-
at least 6 feet apart with a well-ventilated studio.
Well, that's important, and typically at this point in the song, I'd be pointing up to my friend Skinman
It's true.
to give us some sort of poem, introduce the cast, and then also,
It's fine.
do a limerick.
Yeah.
We don't have that
We don't
tonight.
have that. COVID. Thanks, COVID.
I'm going to go ahead and just introduce the guys to my left and everybody else is right. This is his plantation, and I came early to try to beat the flies away. It didn't work. One got away. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Coach Matt.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Hi, buddy.
I'd like to apologize for the flies. I take full responsibility.
I don't think it's your fault.
That rhymes, though.
There
So-
was a burrito over there by George Foreman in a bag.
Yeah.
It's that's fault.
It could have been that.
Which burrito? From the last dozen burrito, probably?
I don't know what it started out as,
Yeah.
but now it was a maggot
Not-
burrito.
Okay. All right.
So I threw it away. I mean, it's still in that trash. I
That's
just
fine.
moved it from one
Welcome
trash
to
the
welcome
next.
to our studio.
But,
I do have a limerick that it's about mud.
Oh, yeah. we got to
perfect.
hear that.
That'll be fine.
Raise them
In
up.
honor of Skinman.
Yeah.
Mud is very nice to feel, all squishy between my toes. I'd rather wade in wiggly mud than smell the yellow rose. Nobody else but the rose knows how mud feels between the toes.
I get it.
Oh, ding.
That's horticulture.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
It's
like
written
that.
by a young man long ago, and the words are
Banksy.
jibbled around. So
Oh, I got you. I know what he was talking about.
Yeah. Well,
Ding.
Skinman will like it that you did that.
Yeah.
And if he hears this,
Well, if he's not dead yet, if he hasn't lost his hearing.
we'll get to that. Across from me, ladies and gentlemen, he drove up from the butthole of America. You know it as Oklahoma.
Yep.
We know it as our home state. It's Mexico.
Correct. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I did drive. I learned something about the truck today, which is weird. I don't want to get into it too much,
Stealth
but
mode.
I've got a fleet of vehicles. They're all in different stages of ill repair. One
Yeah.
is at a casino,
Okay.
and it's just there. I mean, I figured they've got plenty of parking. So,
right now, yeah.
well, and the thing is, I pulled into a gas station, and there was a casino. much like anywhere in Oklahoma. There's a gas station always attached to every, or
Yes.
casino attached to every gas station, I should say.
Well, nothing better to do. I mean, while
That's
you're
true.
pumping, go
Why
game.
why don't you just go throw a 20 in the,
Yeah.
you know, in the,
Gas is free.
that's fine.
It will be.
Well, maybe you can win enough for gas.
Polar. High roll.
High roller. So it's sitting there. The kid texted me while that happened. I texted the wife that only has a good vehicle, come get me.
Okay.
Come get me, come pick me up. So in her coming to get me with a broken down vehicle, I already have a broken down vehicle at the house that needs a radiator.
How far were you from the homestead?
About halfway. So I was about 15, 20 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
From
work.
From work and home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so I was like, I'll grab a soda. I'll sit out in the veranda outside because they have a nice veranda. out
Yeah.
there, well,
Little
for whatever reason.
gazebo. Yeah.
And so I'm tip-tapping around on the phone, checking some messages, doing the thing. Bing. Daughter says, hey, AC went out in my Jeep.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that sucks. It's only 100 million degrees. You know, you still
Get a fan.
still in Oklahoma City. Yeah, I'm heading back to the ranch. Great. So she gets there, wife kids me.
Yeah.
I go back in her truck. Get there to another broken car that I haven't put a radiator in. Looked at my kid's car, and it's not just out of coolant, bud.
Yeah.
I got a bearing getting ready to just flip out of that on the 8th. So I'm down to one truck.
You can't WD-40 that bearing, bud.
Good human, good adulting would be stay home, fix your shit.
Yeah.
Not me. I got a show to do, guy. I'm gonna point that car. I'm gonna
I
point
got
that
a
car
brand new
north.
truck for a reason.
Yeah, about this new truck
Well,
for a
to
reason.
be honest, we're running out of guys, man.
I know they're dropping like not like that fly.
That fly is totally-
I
majority
wish our
fly.
cast was like that. Fly.
No kidding, they're always around. Get him,
I got
sick him. You got this.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. Everybody's gonna witness a live murder. Anyway, I don't want to bring the show down. I'm just in the middle of a lot of things to do.
Would you call
However,
is this frustration corner?
if you want to open that corner, I'm in that.
I don't
I'm
have
in
a
that corner.
great sound for that. I mean, we can.
I'm in that corner. I'm in
can
a
try to
frustration
find
corner.
one.
I mean, I don't want to bitch. Too. Thank you.
Frustration corner.
Thank you very much. That was great sound. Did you pay for that?
Yeah, I
for
paid
it.
for
Okay,
that,
good,
so it should be
good.
fine.
That's $3.99. What are you gonna do? I wanted a casino in Oklahoma.
Here, I'll bring you in. Frustration corner.
Hi. Listen, I'm frustrated today on several occasions. One just the cars and the amount of work that I have to do. And if you're a regular grease monkey, like most of the people who listen to the show are, and take care of your own stuff,
Yeah.
you don't have the money to run it down to a local grease monkey mechanic that's going to charge you $900. You do it yourself. You know, you rock out of it.
I don't see what you're stressed about. I mean, my truck broke down. I just take it to the mechanic, and he bills me. Like, he'll send me a bill.
Oh, that's
much like
nice.
doctors and stuff. I don't.
Yeah, my mechanic wants.
I don't open them.
Yeah, wants it all up the front. Yeah, just throw them away. I mean, my thing is I I'm of the ilk you fix stuff yourself because you save a little bit of chinklet change, and I have.
Yeah.
Just by ordering stuff online, I've saved $180 some.
Sure.
Thank you, Rock Hollow. Not a sponsor yet.
Not
but
yet.
Will be.
We're working on it.
So I've bought several parts from them. And I will be buying more. And I don't want to complain too much. Maybe work. Okay.
What's going on at work, bud?
Dude, but it's been hot. And for those of you who don't know that maybe be listening to me new, the reason I'm in Oklahoma is my loving, blushing, beautiful child bride has got some connections down there with her job. She makes way more money than I do.
Yeah.
So I started work at OSU, as you guys know.
Yeah.
Now I wear my shocker hat around OSU, and they don't care because they don't know who the hell we are because Big 12, and they suck, unlike our Shockers. But I represent, the Shockers in WSU, even on campus of a Big 12 school. So props to me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
to
that's
be fair, the Woo Shock just looks
it's
like
You
dirty.
dirty.
can't. That
Yeah,
is so you.
it's
I
so
wouldn't have known
dirty.
that until you said
I
that
know.
was a
I'm
Shockers hat.
sorry.
I didn't know.
Yeah, just looks like Coach
well,
Gundy.
I've got stickers all over my broken down shit. Maybe I'm not representing Wichita
Enough.
well, better as good as I should, but
Yeah.
that's fine. With everything that's going around, no one's taking, much like the rest of the world, the COVID stuff pretty serious. I mean, they act like it. We were wearing masks and whatever. And we're still touching people's buttholes, and that's fine. So there's that. That's kind of a frustration, and stuff has been going on. At any university, every university. That one's not.
Right. No different. No,
And my
not
job
that
is just
special.
I'm just a regular maintenance guy. So I just turn a wrench. And, I mean, there's certain jobs, everybody's like that. There's certain jobs you just don't want to do, One is go fishing for poo-poo, man. You gotta snake that line. You know what I mean? Okay.
Okay, like, for example, I don't know if you've watched this. It's streaming if you want to watch it.
Okay.
Peanut Butter Falcon. You guys have seen this movie, right? With Shia
I
LaBeouf.
watched the day it came out.
Okay,
Yeah.
I knew you had.
Thank
but
you.
I
even
hadn't, but go
in
ahead.
that job, one of the characters in that movie,
mhm.
she's a good looking lady
Great
and
looking,
young,
yeah.
and
Very attractive.
one of her responsibilities at this old folks home is to wipe the butts of the old people.
Yeah.
You know, after they get done dumping.
Right.
And now you could ask her if she loves her job. She's gonna say yeah.
Absolutely. I take
But
care of people.
there are parts that she probably doesn't like that much.
Yeah.
Looking in the brown
You're right.
starfish
You're
of
absolutely
a
right.
98-year-old is probably one of them.
Looking down a 4-inch pipe that's completely full of other people's excrement was one of the things.
You have some rewarding parts of your job,
for sure.
but when
That's
you
not one of them.
when you crack the pipe open on
And
a
on a 97
doo-doo tube,
on a doo-doo tube on a 97-degree day where it's just purmurating everything.
they
I
got
mean,
your mask on, which is nice.
which is great. It's just rolling around in there, reminding me
Yeah.
what you have open in front of you. And then I dab a 60-foot, snake down there to try to get the whatever's blocking this
Yeah,
full thing to out of it. Right?
right.
That's fine.
Did you find you get
So
it
I
out?
got it. Yeah, I found. I heard a gurgle, and it went down, and I wasn't gonna.
There you are.
No, but the problem with the snake is, and I'm gonna tell you, for anybody that hasn't snake to drain it, the problem is not putting the snake in the drain and finding the plug. That's easy.
Pulling it back out.
Do they
Yeah.
have cameras on them?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a new camera. You could. I could.
You can look
See
at
it all.
Not only can I look at it, I can record it and send it to you. Which
Wow.
I should. I need
Wow.
to send it to Gump.
Him.
Yeah. Well, send it to me.
It's
That'd be-
amazing things you find down a drain. Oh well, the 4-inch line, 8-inch line.
Yeah, you can
There's
find
some-
all kinds of stuff down
Totally. The
there.
bunch
War helmets.
of yes, swords, gribblies. Yes. Old
Children's shoes.
McDonald's wrappers.
Yeah.
I'll just get down here.
Flush it. Flush
Well,
the burger.
G.I.
We
Joe's.
lost another fan due to our lack of Andiness, just so we know.
Who'd we lose?
Oh, Travis said that, or Kevin Landis said, if Andy's not with you, I'm not interested. All the best, though.
Oh,
Thanks.
wow. Gee,
He's
Kevin.
still with us,
Andy's-
heart and soul. He was here on Sunday, but he's on a break. He's truck driving.
Sorry,
Well,
Kevin.
that's- Kevin, come back.
Yeah, listen, we'll play some Andy
We'll
stuff
talk
later.
about Andy all the time. We do it anyway.
Well, I'm not real worried about it.
I'm
Okay,
just saying-
bye.
No, just pulling the snake out is bad. I mean, because you don't know where stuff gets flung, and with the sickness, if you're down with the sickness,
Yeah.
it's out there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
so you're thinking that it's possible that
Well, things get to places. I mean, today. Let's take today. And there's probably a small piece that maybe made it to one of my eyes of something.
yeah,
You should have eye protection.
still
Yeah,
gets
man.
in there.
Well, I mean, a mask. I had a mask, and I had my glasses. I mean,
Yeah.
regular glasses, but somehow it flew, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. Got the pink eye, bud.
I was a little bit afraid. I mean, I kind of washed it off and
Yeah.
toweled it off and picked up my stuff because I was done, and then I had to call my buddy Zach.
Well, because the last person to throw a dump on you through a tube was Zach.
Was Zach
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
he would understand.
Been
very-
turd-faced again.
And I
famous
asked
story.
him what I did in that situation. You know what I mean? How did I get out of that situation?
Yeah.
But I knew where that came from.
Well, he did call
It's a
me.
little different,
Zach isn't here tonight because of the COVID.
right?
And
And neither is Ivy because he's got the COVIDs.
Ivy has COVID-19
Really?
diagnosed.
Yeah.
But Zach, did he call
Sorry,
you?
Ed.
Did he-
Sorry,
we
Ivy.
talked today.
Okay.
We talked after
yeah.
you
So he
talked.
called everybody and kind of told us what was going on. I don't know if Zach has it. I'm sure he does. But he
Yeah.
was on one of his many family reunions that he has.
Right.
The bi-quarterly family reunion. And after the festivities were over, the following Sunday, he got a call from one of his cousins or something that they had come down with the COVID-19. Got real sick.
Yeah.
Got the fever.
Caught
got the
it.
headache. Went to the doctor and tested positive, which apparently everybody's doing nowadays. Kind of
Right.
become the popular thing to test positive for COVID-19. So Zach.
Either you're in the club or you're not.
Now I
bud.
told Zach that he could have kept that to himself
and came
and
been
came,
fine.
and we would not have.
No.
I don't think that even once we all caught it from Zach after that evening,
Yeah.
I don't think we would have used Zach as our
No,
scapegoat.
no.
I'm sure Casey
I
would
would have.
I don't know. I think he would have blamed
Yeah,
us all equally.
Yeah.
We would have known it wasn't Casey.
Right.
But one of us,
Would have had it.
one of
Right.
us mouth breathers that don't wash
But
our
I
hands
would have
and
gotten a
don't
a
take it
2-week,
seriously, gave it to Casey.
2-week or 3-week vacation.
My question is for Casey, how Had Zach come down,
We talked about that.
how mad would you have been if you found out, if he opened the show with,
So you guys misunderstand I would have been mad, yes.
Stance.
Not
We understand
again,
your
my
stance.
zero fear of me getting, other than whatever I got going on, maybe I'll die from it too.
Yeah.
But it's the person that we're taking
Here, bud,
care
take-
of.
bud.
Yeah, I know.
take
Naloxone.
some-
We got the fix. I
Naloxone,
get.
kid.
If I
We
didn't know
got
we
it.
had those the whole time, I would have even worried. I would have been not happy.
No.
But I mean, at least it was. If we were in my house and did this in my house, then I would have been real not happy.
well, he would have walked in.
Yeah, he would have.
But had he done what you wanted him to do and came up and gave me a hug at the beginning of the
Oh, yeah.
show, and then
Yeah.
I said a bro hug, like with the handshake and
the handshake and the dibbity doo.
yeah.
I would have instantly cleaned myself anyway, like I do every time I touch Zach.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
With gasoline.
yes. No, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have been. Yeah, I mean, you knew the answer before you asked the question.
I know. But I told him it's great. It'd be great for the
But
podcast.
I hate when people come to here when they have flu or when they think they've been sick. I don't like if you think you're.
I know, but this would have been extra special.
That would have been.
Like the gum. Extra.
Especially when he deserves
Yes.
it because he was the guy from the beginning faking it the whole first show we ever talked about it, coughing
yeah.
all
Yeah,
over
he was.
everybody.
No, he's
and-
been making fun of it since. Yeah, he hasn't.
Well,
laid
that's
off
where I
that.
originally caught it, I think.
probably.
He did call and leave a
Gonna say.
message, so we'll play that right now to
Good.
get a word from
Let's
Zach.
just check it in.
He texted me first with it, and then I said, "Would be best. I mean, if you know you were in direct contact with somebody that really had it, if you feel fine, I don't really care, but it may be best if you don't." And he's like, "Okay, see you tonight, bud."
I love that, man.
Hello, this is Dr. Myers with Dr. Myers Cure-All. On the subject of all this COVID-19 business, the best thing to do is get the bottles of Visine, put that in your eye, put that in your nose, squirt it all over your face, rub it around, squirt the Visine in your ears, and then just have yourself a nice ice-cold root beer. And then that will get rid of all COVID-19-ish
Huh.
type things.
Is this Zach or the CDC?
And
It's easy.
this has been Dr. Myers for Dr. Myers Cure-All. So have a good day and enjoy that ice-cold root beer.
See,
And Trump just shared that
well,
from a doctor.
thank you. Well, that lightened up my disgruntled corner. I'm not disgruntled anymore.
You feel better, bud?
I feel better. Well, and I also got a nice picture from my wife. Not that kind of nice. It was a picture.
Upskirt?
It was a picture of tools.
Her working on
Not
the car.
her tools. My tool.
Your tools came?
It's extremely late Father's Day gift, but a very nice one.
That's nice. That
Yeah.
is nice.
I
And
got
it
a-
is late.
Very.
Don't focus on that.
It's
but
fine.
It's really late.
Why I talked about it.
Or maybe the early Father's Day gift.
You know, that's what happened. Like most dudes that got the wives and the kids and whatever.
Yeah.
The wife will hand you a picture book of this is what I was thinking about getting you, and it's like, well, don't do that. Just don't give me anything because now
Please.
just don't save money.
Yeah.
That was my answer.
Stop buying things.
Because what you wanted to get me was a set of DeWalt, because I
Hand
don't have
tools,
I
yeah.
don't have the battery operated
Oh,
tools. I never
okay,
had.
power tools.
Yeah, power.
He's a DeWalt man. He's got the DeWalt.
Well, she went with DeWalt because Lowe's is close to the house. I don't have a Home Depot.
So you're not using your hand drills no more. And
Well, I haven't got to use them yet, so I don't know if they work.
Oh,
but
you gotta get home
you're
and
keeping
use
the
them.
hand drills in
I'm
case.
going to use them for so many things.
That's awesome. I didn't have to work since last Friday.
Hold on, please.
I've been relaxing
Well, furloughed.
in the sun.
You've been furloughed.
I've been furloughed,
Mm-hmm.
and I figured the places that I do work, they haven't paid me since March, since COVID. So
hard times, bud.
at some point, I just have to be like, I can't keep coming in here and doing it. I mean,
It's
Right.
fun.
it is fun.
It's a good time.
It's great.
I
The
think
gas is
Thursday
cheap right
night.
now.
I called you on Thursday night at 11 when I left.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was the weekend prior to that was another 17-hour day.
Yep.
But because now it's just me and the security guard. I don't know if anybody works at this place anymore except him. So we just hang out and
Hey,
you know,
bud, you
he'll
wanna
see
come
me at 2 in the
inside?
morning. Hey bud, and I'm just you
Another
know,
game of Plinko?
cruising around the fence chasing coyotes.
Hey,
so
you want to play? You want to play New Holland Crash?
Yep.
it's anyways the plan, and I mentioned it to you guys in passing because I really didn't know how it was going to go, was the Branson, which we did last year. We did the Branson family trip where we went on the 4th of July to my uncle's, and then after that we left Kansas City and headed straight to Branson, and that led into the ultimate Silver Dollar City trip with the
Oh,
rain that
nice.
rained us out, and we
Perfect.
did all that shit last
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I remember
So
that.
this year, it was the kind of deal where my dad said, "Are you guys doing that thing again?" I said, "Well, yeah. I mean, I'm planning on doing something with the kids on 4th of July. We like to go to Kansas City and then do something. He said, if you can wait a week and go the weekend after, I'll have the kids because I come from a broken home.
That's
and
true. You do.
I'll get Grandpa Jim and we'll go down the Branson to Lake Texoma." And
It's on.
it just started this odyssey of everybody that's coming, everybody that's, what they're bringing. Grandpa Jim had one Sea-Doo that he's had,
Perfect.
and he wanted to bring another one, so they went
Okay.
to Dodge City on the way, which, if you know where...
The opposite way.
Not
Yeah.
on the way.
Swing by
to buy,
Dodge
yeah,
City.
they swung by Dodge City to buy
Okay.
another jet ski, and then, told Wyatt Earp goodbye and headed down to Branson.
Right.
And they get there, and Grandpa Jim's one of those... He can't really walk up steps anymore, can't do any of this, but if you can shovel him off of
Yeah.
land onto a boat where he can stay sitting,
Right.
He's-
He's a huckleberry.
he's fine.
Yeah.
And he'll put for some reason he wears a snow cap while he rides.
Love that.
And these
Oh, it keeps his hair.
those gigantic glasses that the blue blockers, and he's gone. Now he likes it where in the first day we get there, it was the Friday evening, so it wasn't riding. So Saturday morning we wake up and get to the lake pretty early. Nobody's on the lake, which is surprising.
Right.
And it's just glass. And Grandpa Jim's got that 85-year-old boner just ready.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we unload these things, and he takes off, and he's doing, 800 mile an hour because it's smooth.
Right.
But we put him up after a couple hours, and at this point, I park it, and one of the other people get on, and everybody's just, I'm good. I hate water. I can't swim.
Right.
So this is a lot of water for me. So I sit on the dock, and I noticed that,
So, did you get bit? You get bit again, guy?
no, bud.
Okay. All right. So that's what I
Check
was
this
waiting
out.
for.
This is
Okay.
the new thing. You know when you are on Instagram and you see all the women in the bikinis? I mean, that's what Instagram is, or TikTok or whatever. And it's
sure.
where are these women? I found them. They're all at Lake Texoma, or
Oh.
I'm assured another big lake. But they had all their recording gear and tripods and
Awesome.
underwater GoPros on
Love it.
sticks,
Yeah.
and they were setting up
Okay.
just these two
A photo
girls,
shoot.
a photo shoot,
Nice.
where, bud, it got pretty hot.
It got okay.
So, and it's only 8:30 in the morning, and I'm sitting there with my dad's new boo on a park bench, and she's like, "So what's going on with you?" It's like,
Yeah.
Nothing. Let me watch this. Come on,
shut up.
Shut up.
Or go join. I don't care.
Yeah,
Been around my dad long
Go
enough.
run
I can
them-
tell you to shut up.
Go run their cameras.
yeah. Go do something over there,
Yeah.
so I can get closer.
Yeah.
And that is the benefit of having a small child, because once Jonah got
they're
over
gonna
there,
run. Yeah, they're gonna
so
run.
let's go
over
off
there.
that dock, and we go over there, and it's incredible
Yeah.
what people will take pictures of
Yeah.
nowadays. I mean, I don't know how old they are.
Here's
For
my
the
bud.
sake of the story, they're 19.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
And I'm not iced. I don't check ID.
Well, you're not.
I
One
don't.
To, yeah, you're not one to judge.
No,
Really?
it's not my responsibility to check
No.
IDs. But when women are pulling, that
You're
wedgie
not taking
move,
a poll.
the
You're
wedgie
not.
move that they do, they shove their fingers in their bottoms and pull the wedgie out.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
A lot of
The
that was going on.
anti-floss. The anti-floss. Yeah.
But they're wearing like flossies. I mean, they're just basically sticking their
Oh.
fingers in their yoo-hoo, and
Okay.
they're not pulling anything out.
Right.
It's almost making it tighter.
That's a great chocolate beverage, though. I mean, you got to hand it.
And all that
it's been around For a
frustration-
Are they washing their hands?
while. Well, in the
Just
lake.
letting each other lick them off,
Okay.
which is fun.
Right. That's great.
I'm sure they got a lot of likes.
Taste it. Yeah. Oh, tons.
I was looking
Right.
for them.
Yeah.
But I didn't find them. Anyways,
Well, you
Grandpa-
should ask. You said, "What's your handle?"
Grandpa Jim parks the whip and sits up on the park bench.
Okay.
Gets back out there an hour or two later. Now the lake is full of activity
Oh.
with other boats, and
Hot
you get on there,
activity.
and it's like you're right on the ocean, bud. Now you're hitting
Oh, sure.
fucking waves and jumping 80
Well,
feet in the
that's
air.
what he was waiting for. He was
No,
waiting.
he's like,
Oh.
I can't do this. So he's like, basically, I'll just wait till tomorrow. And it's like, it's 9:30 in the morning, bud.
Yeah, bud. You got a whole weekend now.
I don't need it. I'll just go sit on the dock, which we did. We just sat there and watched women's butts all day.
Oh, well, that's great. That's a
So
great
it
little
was
vacation.
fine. I did have the frustration, if I can play that. Let's see here.
You want a frustration corner again?
Yeah.
Are you back in the corner? Fine. You put yourself in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple weeks, it's been a month-long process with this next frustration where the daughter got the strep throat, right? So she, for a week or so, had a fever, and we took her in, just a low-grade fever, took her in. Okay, she tests positive for strep. They give her the amoxicillin, Go for another week. Amoxicillin, you're required to leave it in the refrigerator, right? So every day, give her them, morning and night, I give her this. It's in the refrigerator. It's not like I take it out of the refrigerator and put it in the oven or something. I just keep it in the refrigerator. That's where it goes. But it didn't work. So she kept this low-grade fever. They took her in again right before the trip or, a few days before. And the doctor said, well, we're going to give her a different antibiotic because she doesn't respond to this amoxicillin. Okay. I go to the pharmacy, go through that whole thing where what's her birthday? I don't know. I mean,
today,
December 26th.
Happy
What
birthday.
year? I can't do that year math. That's always been tough math for me.
You can do months.
I'm
Fine.
great with months,
Yeah.
but what year
I
was
can tell
somebody
you how many
born?
days old she is, but
Hours, days, I'm fine. But if you get into years, it's like I try to backtrack. Well, she's 5 now, but what month was she born in? I don't know if it's a leap year. Anyways, I always freak out, and I'm always wrong. And they're like, I think we found it. Okay. So anyways, they give me this medicine.
You were close.
And from the back,
she's not born in 76, but
the LARPer, what is it called? That mixes medicine.
Pharmacist?
The LARPer pharmacist pokes his head up.
Fireball!
Dude, I've been here now 3 times in as many days, so I know, but he hasn't said shit to me yet. With this one, he pokes it. Hey, make sure you don't refrigerate that. And I was like, all right. I mean, it should say so on the bottle, but that's fine. So I go home, I give it to my daughter, and I put it in the cabinet. That night is the show, and I get home from the show. Guess where it's at?
The refrigerator. It's the fridge.
Fuck. So I take it out. I put it in the cabinet. I don't say anything.
Right.
Put it in the cabinet. Next day, fridge. Take it out. Put it in the cabinet.
you should say something at this point.
Yeah.
We get to now we're on the trip.
Okay.
And Heather's
It's in
like,
the cooler.
yeah, it's in the cooler,
Right.
and then it's in the fridge at the
place.
right? And I take it out and I set it up. And then I come back a few hours later.
It's in the fridge.
Finally, I was like, hey, babe, don't refrigerate that. She's like, what do you mean? You're supposed to refrigerate it. No, you're not. I mean, I know I could say don't, but there is a part where it's not like you buy items all the time and put them in the fridge and I randomly go in there and
Take them out and put them in
Guess how many times that's happened? None. Except for one. One time. This medicine. So maybe like the third time you'd be like, why are you taking this out and putting it where
Who
other
keeps
medicines
putting this
are?
over here? It's a frustration for her, too. Because you're around
I know,
other
but then
families.
she looked at it and she's like, oh, you're right. You're not supposed to.
Oh,
I know.
right.
That's
why
why I
kept
take
taking
it out.
Right.
I thought you were just forgetting to put it in. You're so forgetful these days.
Well, I'm not forgetting, though, because, in fact, I'm even more aware.
Have you took your Miss Hillen?
Why are you getting mad at me? Why are you yelling at me?
Well,
I was like, I'm not
yelling.
I'm not trying
I'm
to be
just-
mad.
No,
I mean, but it is frustrating
happy
that
vacation.
I don't feel like I should have to say something on this. I
Right.
feel like I'll just take the medicine out and move it,
Yeah,
and
just-
then you might in your brain be like, "Boom, all these synapses are firing.
Right.
Why is this here?
all the codes.
I thought I
coming
put
out.
it in here. Did I
Right.
put it here?
Right.
Maybe she thinks she's going crazy.
Maybe. In which case, that's a perfect time for her to walk into the room and say, "Are you putting the medicine in the cabinet?"
Right.
Where my response would be, "Yes."
Where it should
Then
be.
she'd say, "Isn't it
Why?
supposed to be refrigerated?" I'd say no, and then she would go look
Or
at it
after
because
the-
again, she doesn't believe me.
Right. True.
So, anyways, my daughter, who knows what happens. Never has I been at a pharmacist where the LARPer has poked his head out and
Fireball.
was,
And
yeah,
it says don't
yelling at me.
refrigerate that. Yeah. But, well, here's the deal. That's going to be a great experiment. Because she's
She's
could have
fine.
super. Yeah.
She's
she could
got a
have-
beard now, but it's
Well,
I think more because you had just become
Superpowers.
off the amoxicillin, and he probably knows that, and because you do refrigerate that.
maybe
I think that's
That's
the reason
probably
take
why.
it hot.
yeah, you take
Well, you
it
just
hot,
don't
warm.
need. Yeah, I think don't.
Maybe with
maybe.
a tea. With a hot tea.
But
Like
if
a
you do
hot tonic.
refrigerate it, at least microwave it for a little bit before you serve it.
Yeah.
I did that.
Good.
Okay.
I warmed
Okay,
it
you're
up. I
fine.
mean,
Every
I did it
You
eggs
put it under-
Benedict style.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's smart. That's
Yeah.
good.
Little.
I mean, I was already making it.
Yeah. Wow. That's a great vacation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what else are you gonna do?
stir
You got the eggs. You got a pot.
That's true.
Yeah,
So-
Benedict.
Well, I mean, I would go souffle, but that's fine.
If you want to, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get fancy. If you don't have hollandaise sauce, I mean, fine.
Don't
Luckily,
like it.
I travel with it,
I don't like it. You make yours with mustard. And I've
I
been
do,
meaning to
which is
talk-
odd.
I know.
but I mix a little olive oil in there.
I know that.
Make it
That I
creamy.
like. Got to leave the mustard out.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to talk to you about it. I keep putting it in the. I keep putting it
I
in
was
the cupboard.
wondering why I have my hollandaise
Okay.
recipe,
It says
and you
right
keep
on.
moving
Yeah,
it.
it says right on the thing. Don't
no
put
mustard. Yeah, that's my bad. I guess we're
Okay.
back to the
Well,
same predicament.
Well,
Casey, do you have a frustration?
learn
Here,
to
I'll,
read.
I'll play it. Maybe it'll get you in the mood.
He's always frustrated. Look at
I
us.
was gonna say, where do you want me to start?
Just that face is
Nah,
frustration.
just help in general. I think that's where it's at. you know.
Help?
Help. Just help. Like
The song?
No, I help a lot of people when they need help.
Around the plantation.
That's your
help?
job. Yeah, bud.
Yeah.
You're
What are you
good at
talking
it.
about?
But when I need help, very rarely do people actually come through. Even when
Actively help you.
Here we go.
So this was just one of these pay scenarios. Like I've never hired. I don't live. My place is a Felicia or what? It's a
Yeah.
nice place, but my house isn't.
Bye, Felicia.
I got good land.
Yes.
I don't like my house. But
Property.
rip some panel out. I do all the work. I rip the ceiling out, the panel, run all new electrical in
Okay.
this dining
All right.
room.
I'm with you now.
Got it all
I'm
pulled
back
in.
with you.
I break down. I've been hurting lately. I just say screw it. I reached out to some people. I know I'm
Yeah.
doing great
Take-
tonight.
Yeah, take
Take
those.
Loxicam.
Reach out
Right.
to some people. First time I'm ever going to hire somebody to have like any kind of actual work like
No,
that
I
done.
could have told you don't do that.
Okay. So you reached out to
Some
like,
Hispanics.
day laborers.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
now what? Come on.
Well,
Are we already writing
so
stuff
I
down now?
I wrote Beaner down.
Thank you.
He did.
733, please.
But I did.
So don't say it.
Okay. So I reached out to, and they did good work, whatever. But
Are they friends? Relation?
What did they do?
Do they
You
have
did all the
sheetrock?
work. Okay. They
I
did.
had them
They're
do the
good at
sheetrock and mud and tape.
Did
It's
they
just-
have a jack by chance?
Didn't need it in my place. No, we could have rented them one.
Yeah.
Pretty low ceilings.
I know a
in my
guy that
place.
rents sheetrock.
Yeah,
jacks.
really nice.
Pretty affordable.
Got a warehouse over on Fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's renting a warehouse. That's all he's got.
well,
Well,
You have
except the smoking couch over there.
well, and 4 storage units, but
Yeah, they're empty though. I mean, if you want one, you can.
yeah,
Got to
just
rent this
move in.
jack first.
It's fine.
But basically, a job that's supposed to be done by Sunday, I'm gonna go finish up tonight after the show's done.
They
They're
didn't
paid.
get it done.
I mean, supposed to be here Friday at a certain time. Show up. That part goes pretty good. The sheetrock.
Yeah.
Supposed to be here Saturday. Don't show up. Supposed to be there Sunday. Show up late. Mud. Kind of leave. Kind of trash some stuff. Leave a big mess. Like,
Yeah.
we had already done some work in the house.
It's mud, bud. It gets everywhere. What are you talking about?
No, I get it, but what's on your hands, you don't have to touch everything through,
Well, I mean,
like a newly painted banister or anything like that. Anyways,
they didn't know it was newly painted. Was there a sign?
They didn't know it was a banister.
Yeah.
to be
That's true.
fair.
What is this?
a railing.
Okay. All right.
No.
That's the
But-
touch.
And then supposed to be
Usually.
there Monday night, no show, and then come finish last night.
And no show again.
Well, then there's still, like they leave. The guy that comes last night, he didn't speak. He brought his 12-year-old son on Sunday,
Okay.
which
Hot.
he actually showed me how to do some mud and tape the son
See.
and do it right.
Trade secrets.
right.
And then he brought the 7-year-old yesterday, which again I don't care. I get it. He's working. It's side jobs. I get all that
yeah.
stuff. He's out and we bring him in the house, let him chill in the house, give him a water.
Let him touch your railing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he touched the railing.
Your apple.
Not my railing, the railing. But just and then
Your
I showed him
dog.
a couple areas and he's like, "Good." And then so I get blown off for 2 days throughout this. Less than 5 minutes after the dude's gone, the guy who I hired to do the work, who came over, dropped off sheetrock, dropped off material, and that was the only times I seen him. Hey man, everything good? I'm like, well,
Not really.
Not really.
You haven't done anything but mud my banister.
Right.
Yeah. I said
And my
there's more
dog.
more mud on the banister and on
I've
the
learned
floor.
more from the 7-year-old than
Yeah. No, and I said no, everything's pretty good. I said there's some spots I really thought like you guys would come back and finish. And he's like, "Oh
Like
man, I
this
can have
hole.
yeah, that I just punched." No.
Yeah.
I can send somebody back over. I'm like, "Nah." And then he's like after being late all these times, he's like, "Can you meet me? It's kind of a far drive and I'm meeting somebody at Quick Trip." And I'm like, well, "Which one?" And it happened to be a close one, no big deal.
Yeah. Plus you get rollers.
Exactly.
yeah,
I was hungry.
for sure.
Hungry and
You become
You
a hot
paid
seat.
him
Yeah.
totally though, right?
I knocked off a little bit and handed
Okay.
it to him and he counted it and looked at me and
How much did percentage wise?
I paid him
What
70.
year was it?
I only cut him. I cut 100 off.
Whoa.
How much was this?
800
Wow.
for materials, everything, mud tape.
You gave him $700?
Yeah.
That 7-year-old ain't gonna eat, bro.
Well, I did. So here's the
How
worst
much
thing.
did you feed them while they were
They
here?
spent $1,000 on fucking fireworks just a couple weeks ago.
The first people that came over, I thought would be the ones doing the whole job. So first day, I wanted them to treat me.
We're
good.
the dancers.
I tipped them both $20 after day one. 2 Hispanics.
Whoa! Don't do that. That's your problem.
They never
bro.
come back.
You can't tip them.
You
That's what
can't
that
do
guy's
that.
paying them.
Those are the guys that just bring you chips and salsa.
And they
They
even
don't
looked at
even
me.
work.
They even looked at me
They
weird.
can show you your seat.
Yeah. They
They
just
even
show you
looked
your
at-
seat and give you chips
They
and
even
salsa.
looked at me weird. And then,
They're not there to serve. I mean, they're not there to work. They're not there to. They're just there to give you chips and
I
salsa.
thought they would be the ones
Maybe
coming
ask
back.
you for queso, and
They
then they're
might
gone.
make guacamole.
I
Maybe,
know how these side
maybe.
jobs go. I thought these guys come back. They think they're going to get a tip the rest of the time. They're going to be there ready in the
Yes.
morning. They're going to be. No,
Will they touch your banisters? Sure, on the way out, but they'll give
those
you chips
guys
and
weren't as
salsa.
bad. They left
Never
like
tip
piles
those.
of sheetrock, and they're like, and I thought they'd pick it up one of the days with the truck. They're like, we leave. I'm like, yeah, and then it just sat there, and then you know.
Do you think they were sad because Charlie Daniels died?
I think that's
Casey,
probably it.
Do you think it might have to do with your unbridled freaking racism? I
No,
mean, might have
Hold on, I
something to do.
self-identify Hispanic.
You should have
So I
answered the
hate
door
that.
in the Rodman face.
Yeah,
I did.
Right. Yeah, you should.
My hair was slicked back the whole
You should have went
time.
to QT with
How you
that.
doing?
Talked to him loud. I
What's up,
did
dog?
all the things. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Oh, you
know?
did? Okay, good.
Yes.
So they should have understood you good.
No, it was all in all. I mean, other than 2 spots that I have to go finish, they did like they matched up a really bad transition, and I mean,
Let's
they did
do a
some,
questionnaire with Casey. Question number 1.
Not that we'll ever be invited in.
Will
but I'm
you
excited.
will you ever hire a Mexican family ever again? To do
Yes.
Shiro? Wow.
Yes,
I wasn't expecting
that's
that.
all I'll ever hire agagen.
Well, yeah, of course. If you could pay him whatever you feel like you
Yes.
should pay him at the end,
Yes,
yeah, I would
thank
hire
you.
him too. That's great.
That's a good point.
End of the story.
Why don't you check your
I told
privilege?
him they were supposed to do some windows, and I said I'll give him the other $100.
Got it.
Thank you.
And I
Jedi, I'm your Huckleberry.
The fly's dead, guys.
Got it.
Thank God.
heard a little bit, but it had to happen.
What windows are they going to sheetrock over? Some windows?
No,
bud?
I just have 2 brand new windows I was afraid to install. They were supposed to do them when they did this. It didn't.
the one Andy brought over.
Yes.
Got to install that, man.
Yeah.
So
Nail
I
it.
told
Sitting
him
there a while.
things go good, do that. It was $400 or $350 due to the windows.
Yeah.
And I told him I'd give him the other.
That ain't
And I
bad.
get that side work.
I don't
stuff
know how
happens.
much this stuff costs, and maybe you don't either.
I priced the materials. It would have cost me about $325 in materials.
See, this is why you do all this stuff yourself.
That's
You would have saved at least $300-400, and you wouldn't have been so frustrated. I mean, sure, you've been frustrated that you touched the rail you just painted
My whole
accidentally.
my
Yeah.
whole
You got
plan
mud everywhere.
my
You
whole
missed this,
plan
that,
was
and the other thing.
originally to do. I had him price just mud and tape, and it was like even if I did all the materials, it was like $300. Sand, mud, tape, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, then the materials are $300, so I'm paying. And I just said, screw it. We had so much going on, and I needed it done quick because technically the countertops were supposed to be done Tuesday, but that didn't happen, so that's pushed back now. And
Are you just doing the whole house now? Is everything?
1 room at a time. Well, 2 now.
But I
we-
mean,
Are you getting ready to move? See?
he's being coy. Don't
He's
be
being
coy.
coy. You tell me.
Selling this place?
no,
Are you moving down to Mexico land? You
no,
moving next?
I don't. No plans.
There's a
just-
nice place right next.
These
to
are
you.
all things I promised my wife for a long time.
Ah,
We didn't do the Vegas stuff. We have money right now. We're not gonna have
Oh,
money
hold on.
future. And
I put all my promises in the cabinet, and my wife moves them to the fridge.
well, that's true. Yeah, but you're also talking to somebody with literally 5 cars that will start and run.
I'm
I
down
don't
to
know.
1, bud.
He's
Are you
in
down
your
to one?
position too.
I'm
Really?
I'm in
Yeah.
yours and maybe will not work. I mean, my daughter. Okay, I say, my daughter and my wife both have vehicles. I'm down
Oh,
to
that's nice.
1 out of all of mine.
Okay. Well, that's
They're good.
that's 3 out of 6. That's pretty good. I'm 1 for 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am. You're in a better. Or I'm in a better scenario than you.
Okay.
I will say that, but I am for me in a troubled scenario.
I am, but in another way, I'm in a better situation than you because my Mexicans work.
That's
Well,
true.
Mine did. That's what I. Now,
It's
I felt
part
bad
of
as I was telling
Being
the
named
story.
Mexico. I mean, it's
Yeah.
This
part
was
of that.
really frustration. Just with it's not just them. It was just I finally reached out, asked for help because I usually do everything myself. And I
Question
Sure.
number 2: how many times do you get a chance to talk to a 7-year-old that you've never met?
not very often anymore. I used to
See?
coach.
Great.
Sheetrock is
Since
a great place
coaching-
to meet kids.
Great
Well,
place
even the
to meet
kid
kids.
to my wife and daughter, or my wife and daughter came in after, and they offered him a water and did something. He's like, "You guys are so kind," and just
Like, ooh,
Yeah.
no, we're not.
Everybody else I worked for beat me.
That is sad.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
sad.
So,
You know what's even
why
sadder
I
is
self-
the fact that he's not going to be able to eat because he didn't pay the whole bill.
That part
That's
is
true.
sad.
That is real
that
sad.
is true.
I'll pay for materials, nothing
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I
If you
will
want
buy
some more
you a
work-
roller.
Yeah, you guys do roofing, right?
Yeah, I
need
priced it
this.
out.
Yeah, I
Should be
priced it
about
out.
$500.
Yeah, $500.
I did not.
I'll chip in. I'll
He
chip in
quoted
some
me like
Gatorade.
900 first, and I was going to take the walls down, and he was going to do the ceiling because I didn't. I thought it was all asbestos up there. That's why you seen my asbestos gear.
Probably is.
And well, but it was all 85% plasticed up. Like they plasticked it, the sheet or the insulation.
Okay.
The asbestos, so you don't get any on you.
Yeah, only little spots of it, and then where I had to run electrical and some
Breathe
of those things.
deep.
I wore the mask most of the
I
time.
like my lungs to itch.
I had it all plasticked off the 3 walls, and
So you did all the prep, bud.
yeah. Oh, I did the harder part, but they were going to originally rip the ceiling down. He's like, "How about 800? You tear down the ceiling." I'm like, "Whatever. I got to do the electrical."
Whatever. I'm not going to pay you that anyways.
Yeah. I'll cut another 100.
What do you want? 10 grand? No problem. Come on over.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, at first he came over to quote, "What's your budget?" I said, "I was kind of thinking $500."
Ooh,
Let's
see,
start here.
Never use that last word. Just say 500. Then when you hand them 500 pesos,
You could have traded him one of your cars, man.
I got trade out going. That's how I'm
the
getting
exchange rate
my
right now.
floors and my countertops are being done on trade out.
The exchange is 25 to 1.
That's why the couches are going away.
Oh, sad.
Smart. Start trading, dude. That's bartering, and that's what's going to happen more.
Load them up in your truck next time you go to a lake and they're doing the photo shoot. Just scooch those out there.
God. Then it'll be spend the rest of the afternoon
No, just on the couch,
smelling it.
Yeah. finding your
I'm
place.
over here now, guys.
Yeah,
And then I do have a frustration with
Smells like-
computers.
smells like asbestos.
Well, Kevin should hear that story. Andy came over.
That's true.
That's what I said. That
Kevin,
was
tune
if
back
you
in.
stayed along. I mean, Sunday night after all this happened, after I built a countertop, I extended my countertops, I did all this. Andy had planned to come over anyway, but then a party came up, and he's like, "I'm gonna come over after about 8:30." And I said, "That's fine." We were gonna do a hard drive, and I knew Andy was on the way, so my son's fan had screwed up. I ripped apart a computer. They look similar. I'll put this one
Yeah,
on.
no big deal.
That's fine.
I unstrap
It
it.
all basically goes together the same.
I unstrap it. Everything stays in place. I go to put the new one on. It doesn't line up quite right. I pull it
Push
back.
harder.
Yeah.
Thump, the chip falls.
Oh boy.
And then I mess with it. I look at it. It looks kind of fine. I might have lined it up wrong the first time. Then I got it right.
Yeah.
Got it in place. Got everything back in, but didn't realize a lot of things about the computer that I know now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went plug it in. Nothing. Wouldn't even turn on. Wouldn't do nothing. My son's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
He didn't really. He was like,
But
"It's okay, Dad."
inside. it
Yeah, he
hurt.
was dead.
Yeah.
So then Andy, we're at 10 o'clock, 10:15, we walk into Andy's house. Everybody's asleep.
Oh,
We turn one light on the entire time.
yeah.
We go to his house.
Danger.
You went to Andy's house? bud?
Danger.
I still don't know what it looks like. I did wake everybody up because I was trying to leave, and I hit a kennel on the way up because it was dark. And I apologize. It was the
Bye.
loudest thing in the world. His wife yells down the stairs, and he's like, "Shut up!" and then walks out. We're gone. We had to go get a copy of Windows because we do all this to my son's computer to find out.
Where do you even
At
find that
11
anymore?
o'clock at night with COVID.
Dude, he walks
Town
straight.
shut down.
Yeah, everything closes at 6 now. So we're calling around before I know I need it. Can't find
Yeah.
nowhere. Call my buddy, says he has it. Me and Andy drive over there. Can't find it.
I got a copy of Windows,
come
bud.
on over.
Come on in.
And he says, I got
Windows
a
XP.
bootleg copy, bud. He says, I know right where it's at. Let's go. So bloop, bloop, side roaded all the way over to Andy's.
Went all the way to Heston.
I answered the door.
Get
Hi.
back,
Come on in.
get back about 11:15 here. Start building computers, man. Find out that we had this plan. We're going to put a graphics card in the 2 terabyte new store or
Yeah.
show computer. Don't have the power hookup for it. Do this story time, Andy time. 1:30, Andy starts up his car in the AM on Sunday night to bebop out of here.
Yeah, he's got to be on the road by 2. I mean, in the
He's
truck.
He's in town the next day.
Yeah.
So I was scared because I got the part and I call him and I make him stay on video phone with me.
Oh,
and
that's nice.
He's like,
Yeah.
just come over, bud. I'll do it. I'm like, can't. I haven't seen your house in the light and I never will.
It's true.
That's scary, man.
So he talked you through it though? Like Geek
no,
Squad?
I did it all. And then I text. He's like, he's all interested. You
I mean,
get
aren't computers free now? Can't you just go
Yeah.
buy a computer?
this part, just the damage I did to see if how to do a fan cost me $200.
That's cheap.
You could have
really.
bought a computer,
That's
I
fine.
think, bud. Probably not
Yeah,
at that
this one.
power. I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
you could buy a Chromebook or something.
something.
What is your son using it
A
for?
phone, a flip phone, for
the
sure.
game?
The gaming.
Yeah, that's
And
the
it has
problem.
to have the graphics card, and that was the whole.
If it's just to make number 3, you don't need
Nikias
that.
have come
But
a long
Andy
way.
did it because I gave him.
So I mean,
I had inherited
On
a
the games?
badass graphics card, and he wanted it bad.
I think they're up
So
to
that was
like
the whole-
Minecraft 4 now. Those Nikias, so it's pretty badass. I mean, when you get around the black and white screen, you'll be fine.
So I got Andy'd. and I
Yeah, you
loved it.
did.
I loved it.
I hope he's watching tonight. If you don't know, Andy's a long haul trucker that used to sit here and ask for jobs every week, and now
True.
works more than anybody. So you
Big
caught him on
hairy
his free
toes.
time. Great toes on
Great
Andy.
toes.
So I mean, the trip itself, the Branson journey.
Hmm.
Nothing crazy went. I did get to spend some time with both my younger brothers, and
Okay.
and the Gumpster rolled in there
What's up,
for a
Gump?
little bit.
Yeah.
But if you know anything about the Gumpster, he was ready to depart moments after
Oh,
entering. So he kind of laid around in the living room of this crack house that we rented,
Looking out the window.
Whatever magic we did on Airbnb to go down to the Oklahoma Lake when we went to watch Tiger King.
Same lake. It's in a different part. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
to Texoma.
Right.
Well, he
Whenever we
went to
the-
Table Rock, I
Sorry,
think. He's
yeah,
been
it was
saying
Table Rock.
Texoma
You
the whole
kept that-
time.
yeah, I
I
did
was
say
going
it.
to
My
do a
bad.
show edit later.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
thank you. So anyways,
Fix it in
go
post.
start with a T. I don't know. Either
Right.
way, it looked the same. Water
Yeah.
looked the same.
water's
Table
water.
Rock's a lot nicer than
Lot.
Texoma.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, maybe so.
You
Either
said
way.
you said tomato. I say you're wrong.
Whatever
Okay.
magic we did on that Airbnb to get all of us staying in a pretty nice place with, I mean, ultimately it was
Hammocks.
clean.
I mean, most of the hammocks.
It was
but, yeah.
it was
I got a
clean
couple
though.
spider bites, but that was because I
Well,
was
but
in the
yeah,
garage.
you slept in the garage, but even
That's
the garage was ping pong table, shit like that. This was just a boarding house. I mean, it was a duplex that prior to this
Yeah.
was used for drug paraphernalia. I mean, somebody bought it and did.
But
and
but the free gruel at night.
But I
that made
had
it-
one of those guys, man, across the street. I don't know where this guy comes from, and you'll see him, especially if you live in the city. But
still popping fireworks.
that guy, tattoo guy, the guy that's wiry, like just super skinny, long
Oh yeah,
hair,
I like those guys.
but tattoos on the neck, tattoos on the face and
Yeah.
the hands, all the tattoos. But will come out in his Jinko jeans on his porch throughout all times of the day and just kind of sit there and smoke cigarettes over
Well, he
and
can't-
watch
yeah.
everything you're doing.
he can't smoke inside because he'll blow up because of the meth.
Fane.
Yeah, the fumes.
Was he doing that?
Yeah, it's like, dude, go away. I
Yeah,
mean, or
what are you
come
doing?
down.
Yeah.
But you can't just sit up there in the corner.
You guys are
Right.
renting my crack house down there, huh?
Fucking leave, man. Anyways, other than, I mean, that's your outside. So when you go
Okay.
outside, you just have that bird watching you the whole time, and
What's up, bird?
it makes you uneasy. But anyways, got to hang out with the younger siblings, and which was good, and played some cornhole. My youngest sister, one of them, again, come from a broken home.
Right.
One of the younger sisters had brought her
What year was she born?
boyfriend,
70.
the one that's in
Three.
college, not the one that's in high school. So her boyfriend was going to come up.
Okay.
And I've met the dude before. Fine.
Brawny.
Well, no, looks kind of like a skinnier Jason Statham, bald head, bald face,
Hell yeah.
Wow.
But
I'm turned on.
even skinnier than that. Though
He's in high school too, right?
I don't know. I have no idea. He
Right.
doesn't talk, which is fine.
you
Which
guys
is
are
great,
intimidating
which is
family.
great.
We can be.
Just Gump sitting in a room anywhere.
Well, Gump drove him.
Oh wow.
Are you
All right.
serious?
Well, Gump drove him to Augusta, and then let him drive the rest of the way to Branson.
That's awesome.
So, anyways, he's there, and he's just taking it all in, which is, again, great. And at some point, the youngest brother and I, he's like 12, we get into the cornhole match, you know?
Yeah.
So we're out back playing cornhole, and it's dark, and there's no lighting because it's a crack house. So we have the phones set up under the cornhole to where you can at least see the hole.
Yeah.
And we're out there playing, and it's fun. We do this one night. It takes us, a couple hours to get through a best-of-3 match.
Right.
And, I mean, not that it matters, but of course I came out victorious in this.
Obviously.
Thank
and so,
Tug, you're a puss.
yeah, the second night comes up, and he's chomping at the bit.
Fuck yeah,
He's
let's
ready
do
to
it
get
again.
some
I got my phone
redemption.
charged. Yeah.
Well, we start playing, and we get through the first game. Everything's good. We go inside, take a break, tell everybody where we're at on the cornhole championship, go back out, and as we're playing, we all throw, and we're walking towards the hole because we're playing on the same side, and we'll just stay together. And as we're walking, this dude,
Janko jeans?
no, the dude that's dating, he just walks up
Oh no.
out of the darkness
Sup, yo?
with no shoes
Oh man.
from the woods.
What are you doing, bud?
Just one with nature, bro.
Took a walk.
Okay.
I'm on some stuff.
It's like, all right.
I ate
did you
some
visit that other
mushrooms.
house?
Why aren't you wearing shoes?
Have you ever ate
It's,
mushrooms?
I mean, when you get those jumps, those little jolty jumps, it gave me, because it was
Yeah.
fucking out of, and the dude is silent. One, he won't wear a life vest. He doesn't need to.
Native American.
You'd be
I
fucking
say no more.
sitting on a little floaty. Me, I'd have 14 floaties on me, and then I'd be
Yeah.
bobbing around, and I'd say, I got to swim over to the dock. And it'd take me 45 minutes to doggy paddle over
Sure.
to the dock, and all of a sudden, you'd see him, and he'd jump off the dock. He'd be at the boat 50 yards behind me, swim back. You never see him.
Right.
I don't know what he's doing. And we tried to kind of force it, but it got weird, man.
Yeah.
What were you doing? I mean, we left you inside. You were in the room.
How did you get out here with those shoes? And
Not just out here, but from walking up from a distance.
Have you ever ate mushrooms?
Does he have a twin?
No. Did I eat mushrooms?
No, he might have.
He didn't seem. He's kind of gaudy.
What?
Not John Gotti. Like he gets into God. Like he rocks. He
Um,
table rocks God.
Oh.
All right.
All right. Okay. Now that's not bad.
I know. It shouldn't be bad for. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
down with JC. You guys
Sure.
know that.
I know.
Sure.
But-
Yeah, you know me.
If you're really into JC, you get some superpowers like being super silent and
Well-
being able to walk without shoes. Because I don't know if you
The
are hip
first
to.
I have a
morning-
couple buddies that
Like he reads the Bible and shit
hell yeah he does.
out loud
Oh, don't do that ever.
in
Well-
the morning
What Bible?
To everyone or just
to himself.
oh no, Conrad, I'm just happy you made it out of there alive. You know what I mean?
And then
Between Janko and
I
this guy-
noted his books, bud.
oh no,
I mean, obviously I know the Bible.
yeah, the Bible and
I
Tony,
got that one.
Tony Robbins right next to it.
Well,
What do you got? Toy Story
Ra-
4?
being a father and
Oh,
something about being a father
Oh.
in Christ's shoes or
oh,
something.
Okay, all right. Well, they're
And
sandals.
it was one of those Kohl's.
I wouldn't call sandals shoes or
You know
open
those
toe.
Kohl's books? Like if you ever go to Kohl's in the back by the shitter where they have the gift cards or not
I
gift
know 'em.
cards, the people's, memory,
Pamphlets.
Yeah.
whatever. Just the cards you send to people, happy birthday cards, all
Sure.
that shit. They'll have little books there that when you don't want to spend $15 to get somebody an Apple gift card or something, you go buy them like a How to Be a Good Dad
Oh,
quote
yeah, sure.
book out of the memories section. Like it's a
I
Hallmark
got you.
section.
Sure, right.
That's what this book. I mean, that's what this book was.
You're powerful. Don't let
You're a
anybody tell you
powerful
different.
father under God.
Yeah.
But he's not a father, or he is. I don't know.
Oh, maybe he is.
He's
Maybe-
a lot older.
Well, maybe he's doing better. Maybe he's left this bad life behind.
I don't know. And you couldn't push it because
Never want to push it.
he's a slender
push
man.
it real
He's got
Well,
the slender
yeah, 'cause
man
he's
body.
he's on the blink. He's on that brink of just going back to where he was.
Dude, what I've gathered is I think he's an ex-Marine.
Would make sense.
Okay, let me draw.
Yeah, draw
He had a
him.
tattoo on his chest, and you would think a son of Christ wouldn't have that, but Tell
Zach,
me-
Zach says he
Snake through
loved the limerick. He's worried about his job. So I would be too, buddy.
I just like that
it looked like
Mojo was commented on my dance moves.
You do have some sexy dance moves.
it looked kind of like this: triangles with a bunch of weaves through it.
Oh, that's just astro.
Yeah, that's astrophysicist.
That's Scientology shit, right?
No,
or it's
well-
Illuminati stuff.
No, it's like astronaut.
Yeah, well, it could be a warning
astronomy.
book. It could
But
be a,
when asked, it was about the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
okay, wait, hold on.
The
You
Marine
asked him the
Brotherhood.
question about what that book is about?
I asked him about what the tattoo on his chest that
That
was this.
was on his chest. I thought that was on a book.
No,
Okay, all right.
this is permanent, bud.
Okay, that was on his chest
Yeah,
in the middle.
on his left breast, above his heart.
Okay, all right. The Brotherhood.
Yeah, because I kind of said I think it's Illuminati. Is that Illuminati?
Oh,
And
is
he
that
said
what,
no, no,
no,
Brotherhood,
definitely. Let me see that. I just got to look at it
which
closer.
I thought was another name for Illuminati.
Let me see the pin. I'm not going to adjust anything. I'm just going to trace what you have here. Okay. let me see.
I don't know what it meant. I mean, but when you walk around Slender Man and you read the Bible and you got tattoos like that on,
I'm just going over the lines. I'm not adding anything. I'm gonna see what you think about this.
if you hold $1 over it, man, I think George Washington grows like a mustache or something.
And then you know where the
Where the
treasure's
treasure is.
at. It points east.
And he's also because he's got the pussy whip too, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
Like
does whatever she tells him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
he's just a good
yeah, I'm
guy.
just-
just
he
a
might
quiet,
be a good guy, but that's hard to believe.
They're out there.
I made some of this darker, and let's see if anything jumps out.
You know
at
me.
You.
Anybody close to Christ scares me. But
Anything jump out at you there?
Yeah.
Anything jump at you?
well, when you added all those,
I didn't add anything. I just made
just
it
shaded
darker.
it.
I just shaded
Well, I
it
mean,
in.
I could do that to his Emporia shirt. To be fair.
Well, yeah, but it would still be Emporia. It'd be fine. He said Brotherhood.
And I don't think.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right?
Obviously, I feel like I should be a funny guy. I mean, we try to host a funny show from time to time, so maybe you should feel like you could make.
Yeah, but he didn't laugh. No, he just.
I only got him going a little bit on the final evening. It was late. We just cornholed. Once he
Did you
snuck
force
up on us.
feed him a nutty bar and maybe some alcohol or something?
Wouldn't drink. Once he
Okay.
snuck up on us, we said, "Do you want to play?" And we figured out a way to work him in the most fair way we could. And after that game, which again I won, no problem.
Good job.
But we go inside, and Tug and I are hanging out, on the futon, and I'm kind of going through the trip, saying I want to write down these. Logan creeping us out at Cornhole, Silver Dollar City, which I haven't got into, but we went to Silver Dollar City with the monsters.
Spooky place, man.
The TikTok girls that were on the boat, the girls on
Nice.
the sunbathing on the box, or on the dock, tubing is stupid, all this different shit, right? But I was scrolling through the notes and I said, Switch Life, bro. Because Tug was going through all my notes, and I have all of them through
Sure.
previous shows.
Yeah.
What's Switch Life?
He brought Switch Life back up?
Yeah, dude. Do you guys remember Switch Life?
Oh yeah.
It's been
Yes.
about a year.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, I told him it was like Switch Life. The way I remember it is where we design. I mean, it's an alternate universe, basically.
Right.
Where
You
you have a physical switch, and when you click it, you go live whoever you choose life. You
Right.
switch lives.
and they go live yours.
And they live yours. So, like, if I was having a rough day on the way to Table Rock and just listening to my wife yell at the kids, stop, and it's like, fuck it, and you can hit the eject button,
Right.
and I go live Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s life. I switch life with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, or whoever.
Do you get to pick it, though? I thought we got to pick it.
You got to pick it
But then they have to live yours. But they have to be signed up in Switch Life.
with you.
Well, I think they had to be in the queue.
No, just in the queue. Yeah. So you're going to go rando. So you might get somebody that's getting raped.
I
at that
think. Well,
second.
that's true. That's true.
But the odds of them hitting the switch while they're getting raped is way better than you hitting in a car getting it. You know what I'm saying is they would already be out of the queue. They'd
I
be
looked
at
at Switch
Casey's.
Life like this.
We
Like,
looked at it two different ways. The first night we talked, or when we first started talking about it, was you didn't really get to pick. You just that was the random chance. You may end up in a great place. You may end up in a
oh, that's
worse.
true.
Yeah,
But
chance
then
it.
we had kind of prefaced it because E couldn't take the chance of going to
That's
a worse
true. He would
place.
never hit it.
Well, and that's where we also decided it would be hard for him to switch because you can't get much better.
That's true.
True.
And then,
I got you.
and then we all also said
back.
that we would switch with E, and we couldn't all switch with E.
That's true.
Right. So it's random.
You'd get
you have
whiplash.
to go back to random.
Well,
dude.
let's do it this way. We have two columns,
Yeah.
right? And these are all switchers. They've all signed up.
Yeah.
But
They're-
they've paid basic Switch Life opportunity.
But when they're ready, they have the switch on. They're on the switchboard.
You got one switch, though. You get. I mean,
That's
that's all
it.
you paid for.
That's
You're
right.
in the queue. So say that you're being raped. Say I'm raping you,
Okay.
and you don't like it, and
Hate it.
you decide that I'm gonna use my switch.
I told you several times to be gentle, and you
Yeah.
didn't do it. I hit the switch.
You hit the switch. You'll come down here randomly to this guy. This guy might
that's
be
Casey.
gardening. It might be Casey.
Yeah.
Talking to the help.
Right.
And now
And I
you're-
would have paid him
Yeah.
the correct amount.
And now you're living Casey's life, and everything's great. Casey all of a sudden pops up underneath me, and I'm going
don't
down on
like it.
Casey. I'm
Right.
having a great day.
You're
I'm not a
having
switcher. I'm a
wonderful
raper.
day. That's it.
But
That's a bad switch.
it was for you. But you still have your switch because you
Okay.
were in the queue.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you hit it again. You come over. Now you're back up here with me. You come down
I
here.
switched to
Boom.
you.
And
Oh, double switch.
that's great.
It happens.
Now
Now I'm taking it.
Now you're just taking it.
Damn,
You
that's a
get-
good point.
10 seconds to
But now I
decide.
hit
Like,
my
you can
switch.
switch to where you want. Like, Conrad.
And I go, we should get more people than each other because otherwise it's going to get.
Well,
We'd have to
we're
get more
just
people
raping the
signed
hell.
up. Yeah, because
Yeah.
then it just ends up ultimately we all rape Eric. But
true.
eventually.
We're just
Yeah.
switching back and forth.
No one's switching.
done.
No one's switching to Andy, right? Unless we know he's at work.
No, Kevin is, but other than that, nobody
Well,
else.
Kevin's switching. He's
Skinman
paying
might.
for Ultimate.
Just to
yeah.
call Andy or to call himself and talk to
Well,
him.
that and Skinman's always wanted to drive an 18-wheeler.
Love that. He would love it. He would be switching to
Was
Andy.
the tattoo anything like this?
No, didn't have that many. One triangle, but then
Okay.
like snakes through it,
Okay.
or one snake.
Around a triangle.
Yeah,
Hmm.
intertwined through the. Just type in Illuminati tattoos or KKK tattoos
I did both.
It's
and
a
Oh.
Brotherhood.
I can't get it to come up. And I
or
did-
Brotherhood tattoos.
I did that.
Oh,
I'm circles. I did religious, and then I'm doing marine.
Oh, good call. They have a lot of tattoos. Marines.
that probably shouldn't even be Brotherhood tattoo designs.
Switch.
Oh, here it is.
Did you get it?
This.
Oh, that's like a Celtic. That's like a
Yeah.
Celtic cross. I've seen those before.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of those. That's not.
That's fine.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, what is that though?
It's like a Celtic knot.
Interaction, circle symbol, unity.
I mean, I don't know what brotherhood comes into it. He's talking about the Irish Brotherhood. That does like
Maybe
long
him
time
and a
ago.
bunch of his boys got that or
Yeah,
something.
that could be.
Maybe. I don't know. I think it's dangerous though.
It probably is. It's probably the first.
I don't think it is.
It's probably, he got
I mean,
that
it could be for their meaning.
remembering his first victim
It's got to be something, but
of something. I mean, I'm not saying he killed somebody. I'm just saying that.
I mean, he's a straight edge
If it's
dude.
this one, it would have been scary.
What is that one? Is that KKK?
No, it's just ancient alien.
Oh yeah.
Oh, abduction.
I'm
that
okay
could
with
be
that.
it. Yeah, I'm fine with
What
that.
I was saying
More
about Switch
stories.
Life
Yeah,
though is
yeah.
if you get celebrities involved, which we would,
For sure. Shaq.
and you get you could
What's up,
pay
dog?
more to be in their queue. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So once you're in there, now you have a little bit
well,
of a
you have
choice.
different grades. You have
That's what I
C
was gonna say.
grade.
That's the money you
B
pay.
grade.
Like, if you pay X, then you get to go. You're kind of in.
You're
gonna-
basic.
You're in a pretty good. Well, yeah. If you pay at the top, you're in a pretty good.
Yeah.
You know. You don't know who it is, but you're probably going to get a celebrity
Probably
or
Tiger
a
Woods or something
millionaire
like that.
or
Yeah.
something like that.
He'll be in it.
That's
Well,
for
yeah.
sure.
Well, that's a punishment for these rich people.
Yeah.
They, as a if you got busted, like Kevin Spacey,
Okay.
he now, as one of his punishment, has to
get
sign
the
up for
Switch
Switch Life,
Right.
except for when he's in prison. Like if he's living his best life.
Right. And Tiger Woods cheated on his wife several times, but tried to.
Do you think it's unfair? Speaking of Tiger Woods, just because
Yeah.
you brought him up,
Sure.
do you think it's unfair that his ex-wife
Hmm?
went after him with a 9-iron and like beat the shit out of his? I think she hit him too.
Yeah.
And beat the shit out of his car and shit.
Yep.
And she didn't get in trouble at all. Like, but if Tiger was to do that, we'd think he's a monster.
Yeah. Well, just because he cheated on her a bunch, we think he's a monster.
No, but I mean, like,
I mean,
say that she comes home and she'd been plowing and letting all the dudes at Denny's and shit eat her butt, and
Sure.
he finds out about
Which
it.
is normally where it happens.
And he's like, I just heard, I got a call from some girl said that, or some guy that says that he eats your butt at Denny's
Yeah.
because he's the waiter.
Right.
And I'm mad. And then Tiger Woods starts hitting her at the golf club.
That's
I think
really
media
autograph.
would be, media be mad.
yeah, he'd be in jail for a long time.
Well, I don't know. He's half Asian.
I'm saying if we can retroactively
I'm just saying.
go
He'd be in
after
a camp somewhere.
if we can go after guys that did stuff in the past,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
why aren't we going after her for spousal abuse?
Because I mean, he's a
I think
dude.
we should.
Shake it off.
I think we should lead that fight.
Well, I mean, we should say that about everything. Though.
Well, no,
if
I
we're
know.
not going to say about anything, we might as well go after.
No, only dudes that are pro athletes. And if you're going to throw golf into pro athletes, I mean, if you're going to
I
throw
never
it as
have,
I
but,
know,
yeah.
but if you're going to throw that in there,
Sure.
and you got beat up by your wife with even 9-iron or whatever,
Listen, I'm telling you,
Walk
that he's
it
a
off.
bitch. I
walk
agree.
it off.
Well, he did. I mean, I think he was fine. He just got mad, drunk, or he was all messed up and drove out of his house.
He was
got in
on
a wreck,
meloxicam.
and then
He's
got,
got
yeah.
a meloxicam.
He
man.
took a bottle of
A
meloxicam
lot
and
of
went
that.
and wrecked his car. Remember that same night?
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's
well,
true.
he was sad.
And
That
they fucking got on him about that.
Yeah, he
too.
got in trouble for wrecking his car from trying to get away, so he didn't. And
Yeah.
could you imagine if he did get mad and swing that 9-iron?
Okay, even then, if
He hits a ball
If
really
Tiger
good.
Woods-
so if
His
he,
contact
if he
point
yes,
is
on point.
he
He
started
could
like
knock her nipples
poking
off.
out
Yeah.
her orbital socket with a 9-iron,
Yeah.
and she got in the car and wrecked it, she still would not get in trouble.
No, he
No,
would though,
He would.
and he
Because
should
he made her do that.
because he's a man.
Shake it off.
But he's not though. I mean, he's still minority.
But he's a man.
His life matters.
He's a double. I mean,
you ever hear that Reba McEntire classic "Shake It Off"? You ever hear that song?
I've
That's
heard
what
it.
you should listen
shake
to.
it off.
Yeah. You should listen to that and just go back to golfing, do whatever.
I like to listen to Fancy and then shake it off.
I love Fancy.
Yeah.
That's by Taylor Swift. I
Mama
think-
waltzed
I
in,
think-
curled my hair, painted my eyes and lips,
Yeah.
and took me down to the bank to get plowed.
And Zach said Brotherhood of Bald Knobbers because you were in Branson.
Dude,
I don't want to bring that back up. I mean, I understand. I've been to Silly for I don't know how many times. Several.
okay, but
And I had some good times there.
is it possible that the United States itself, basically, you could treat the geography of the contiguous United States
Okay.
as
A pizza.
as a strip mall?
Okay,
Right?
all right.
And so when we live in Wichita and we're around people in Wichita,
Plenty of parking.
a lot of us will think like, man, we must be the Walmart of the world, of the United States.
you
Like
think
that's
so,
our
yeah.
section.
I was gonna say Coles, but I get where
Well,
you're
that's what
going.
I'm saying. Then you go to Missouri and you realize these fucking
Yeah.
sock eaters are.
They're the Applebee's.
This might be or Kmart. These are fucking Kmarters
I
or
got
something.
you. Yeah.
But does it stop there? Because then I've been to Kentucky. I've
Dollar
heard-
Tree.
but Kentucky, I think if you get into the real part of Kentucky,
Right.
like I mean, when you go into even if you go into Springfield, like the bigger city of Missouri,
Sure.
and try to go to a decent part of Springfield, and it's the middle of the day, well lit, and it seems to be in an affluent area of the city, you go to a place to get gas, you'll just see the shit that you don't want your kids to see, like people digging
Sure.
through trash and
Yeah.
eating old bananas and shit. And I gotta get out of here,
Yeah.
bud. And you
Well,
don't
that's
see
like-
that in Wichita.
It's like Oklahoma. Oklahoma's like the Chevron.
Very rarely, yeah. No,
but you go to the
the
bad
more you-
parts of any of
yeah.
them. But I mean, as a whole,
the more you travel, yes, the more you respect the ICT.
well, let's put. What about Kentucky? I mean, East Coast states get a reputation of being kind of but not Southern East Coast. I mean, you get in Kentucky,
okay.
South Dakota.
Take Kentucky. That's a great example.
All
Are you
right.
on a campus?
I'd say West Virginia is right there, lowest of.
West Virginia,
West Virginia is up there. Yeah.
as far as Missouri light,
West,
or
yeah, I was gonna say West Virginia is the Arkansas of the
It's a
East
made-up
Coast.
state anyway.
Or
Arkansas. All right,
West
got that in
Virginia.
I
there.
was gonna say,
It's made up.
I like East Virginia better, but
Me too.
We should go through the states and label what store those states are, because
Okay.
at first you want to think that where you live is always the worst
Sure.
until you get around
Okay.
others.
Where are you going to start? Kentucky?
Well, I think it's important.
Nah,
Arkansas and West Virginia, I think you're right. Dollar Tree. Who's the Dollar Tree? Florida?
they're a mix though because they got really good and really bad.
No,
They're
Mississippi's Dollar Tree.
yeah,
You never hear
or-
about Mississippi because of that.
Never, yeah. Arkansas,
Now, Dollar General would be, probably Louisiana.
All right.
Oh man, yeah. There's a
Some of these
some great-
states might be. You might have to group a whole cluster.
Yeah, a cluster. You're right.
Really, the southeastern United
I was gonna
States.
say, can we do the Dollar Trees? Would be like the
Let's say from Missouri to Florida
It's Dollar Tree.
is Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
If you stay south.
North Carolina might get out of that, but not probably really.
We could
Okay.
mix in West Virginia
Yeah.
and just kind of go up that East Coast corridor there.
Yeah, that they're a Dollar Tree in a really bad part of town.
Yeah, I was gonna say they may be like the
know
what's
what I
that?
mean?
What's
Yeah.
that? You save. They might be a you save.
Because you've got a country, you walk, you start driving through this wonderful country that we have, and
Yeah.
then you hit a Dollar Tree out in the middle of nowhere. It's nice.
yeah,
I mean,
there
you know
are
what I mean?
some decent, and there's a brand new one over here, so
And,
they're they're helping the
I
name.
mean, it's out in the country. That's people go there when they can't go into the city.
And it's the best place to get mane and tail.
It is really a good place to get Maine and Tail, which I have a bottle of.
Only place that still sells meloxicam over the counter
That's
too.
true, over the counter. But the thing is, then you have the Dollar Tree.
Okay, what's
Hit-
Target? Is Target number one?
If you're going,
stores.
I mean,
Yeah.
they've moved up there. They're
The Dakotas? You don't hear shit about the Dakotas.
No, they
I think
stay to
it's just.
themselves. They do stay to themselves.
But nobody go. Dakotas are like J.C. Penney's.
They are.
It's
yeah.
nice. It's always a great. I mean, it's great.
Sure.
but it's also like Target. Like everybody loves it, but it's nobody's ever really. I mean, it's
No one goes.
I think maybe Oregon and that shit is Target.
yeah,
like,
for sure.
because we're
The-
forgetting like Gordon.
Northwest Coast.
we are
Northwest-
forgetting Gordman's. That's Utah.
Well, what? Yeah, Utah's
Yes, thank
Gordman's.
you.
Yeah,
Nobody
There's a
gives a-
couple good things, but nobody wants to
Yeah,
go.
I mean they
there.
got Mitt Romney, which is cool, but
that's it.
yeah.
Right.
now.
Idaho,
Alaska, Burlington Coat Factory.
sure.
Throw
we'll
that
let it
out
go.
there. I mean, because they got some great coats. They got some.
But they're closed pretty much everywhere.
They're closed a lot,
That's true.
but that's because of the weather.
Well, they had the Palins though.
Oh, that's true. And they
which
can see
knocks
Moscow.
them back down
Does
to
that knock
Dollar
'em down?
General. Yeah, that's a Dollar.
TJ
no,
Maxx?
no, that's a
Hey.
Burlington Coat Factory. Really
TJ
in a
Maxx
bad
is
part
up
of
there.
town.
I don't know that.
That could be Texas. TJ Maxx is Texas.
Texas is Foot Locker. That's
Good
easy.
point.
Yeah.
It's overpriced,
Yeah. You get 2 for 1.
and
You
they're
can get 'em,
everywhere.
yeah.
Everywhere. You get everything 2 for 1 in Texas. They go big down there.
Well, we're missing Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
That could be Dollar General.
Who sells onions? That's not. No, Oklahoma is more methy than Dollar Tree. That sounds bad.
I was gonna say there's not.
Let's see, Oklahoma.
Sears, like it's just shut down.
Yeah. You know what? It's just a Sears with the
It's just
good,
an idea.
the good section of the catalog already torn out. Your cousin got to it, and the panties are gone, the bras are gone.
Yeah.
It's just a Sears catalog full of Craftsman stuff that.
It
I
would
was
be
gonna
nice
say
to bring that
Kohl's.
back.
You think you're gonna go there for a good time, and then you
Maine
No.
is Kohl's.
Okay.
Maine is a great place to poop, so it is a Kohl's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, if you're gonna poop
Maine,
someplace,
I think that would be nice people. I think that could be a state if I ever expensive. I hear
well, and they poop a lot.
Vermont.
Too much butter and
Whoa,
lobster up there.
Totally forgot Vermont was a
Vermont.
state.
Shit, hold on.
They're like, I mean, they're upper. They're
Yeah.
a target.
No, Vermont will be Bucky Bees. Bucky Beaver.
Yeah.
They go big, they go home, they keep to themselves, but everybody wants to go to a Bucky's.
New York State, that's a shit. That's Dollar
That's
General.
horrible. That's
They got the big stuff. I get it.
The city I hear is bad. The state, like upstate
Yeah,
New York
shit.
and stuff, supposed to be
still
beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's good
but
for go-karting.
that's good for flying over. You know what I mean? They call us the flyover state.
Sure.
That's New York. Well, on most days.
What about Nebraska?
What is Nebraska?
I don't even know if a dollar, like, what's between a Dollar General
can
and
be
a Dollar
empty.
Tree?
Yeah, Nebraska.
It's kind of like for lease.
No. Long John Silver's. That doesn't make sense. It's easy.
I was gonna say maybe like a
It could be a
PetSmart.
gas station.
Sure, they got great hush puppies.
It could be Quick Trip.
They're not that convenient.
Like that's the only place to shop for clothes and shit. Like a
Oh.
truck stop.
They're on cue.
Yeah. On cues do blow.
So, on cue, Nebraska.
I've only been to Nebraska once.
Yeah. Well, most
That was
people
the only
do.
time I needed
Vegas? Nevada?
And that's like a mix. That's like a
Nah,
a
it's a
great
quick shop,
place
quick
that-
shop.
I was gonna say it could be great
It's
one time
great.
and horrible.
It's great at night because you go there, you're drunk, you get the chili dog that
but
you're
it
going to
is
regret in the
dirty
morning, but
during
it's
the day.
delicious.
Yeah.
It's got flies in it. You don't care. It's a quick shop.
I was
New
even gonna say
Mexico?
maybe a McDonald's.
Arizona and New Mexico. We'll lump them in on something.
All right,
They're
Arizona,
the same
New
fucking thing.
Mexico. Let's see, Taco Tico.
I was gonna say where's somewhere that only old people.
It's great,
shop?
but you're going to regret it.
Are they like an
Old people?
Aldi's
Blaine Bryant's.
or an Aldi's or
For sure.
Dillon's? You know, like
Hold on.
Could
it's
buy clothes
okay,
at
but it's
Dillon's.
expensive. You don't really want to go. You know.
Yeah.
So give me another northern state. So we're talking like Minnesota. Minnesota?
Pennsylvania.
No, what's the coffee?
Michigan?
What's the coffee place? Up in
Starbucks.
No, the coffee place up in Canada that everybody likes so bad.
Oh, Hortons.
Hortons, Tim Hortons. That's,
Okay.
That Tim Hortons is like Minnesota.
And I want to
'Cause they're
switch it
close
up.
enough.
I would say Vegas is like a Denny's.
Are we doing restaurants though?
I
Are we
don't know.
doing
What are we doing?
I thought we were doing shopping
Okay.
centers, but
Only one restaurant, and that's
Okay.
Nebraska.
I
And
was gonna
it's-
say.
is on cue.
oh, it's on cue. That's right. We changed it.
We'll think about
get
the
back
list.
to
It was
We'll
Whatever.
let you
It
know.
was Long John Silver's.
Anyways, Switch Life.
I love Switch Life.
If that makes sense.
That's basically what Switch Life is.
It's all. That's what happens in Switch Life.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to go to Silver Dollar City,
But
Oh, you set it out?
but I went.
Yeah, you did. You ride
Because-
the tram
The option for that day, if there is an option, was to hang out, which was fine, but
with the weirdo.
with the weirdo, hang out at the
I'm out of there,
the
man.
cabin or the crack house and go down to the dock and look at Instagram models or whatever.
Well, I would have done that.
But you got the kids and stuff, so it's
Yeah.
they've been in the sun all day. What do we
Take
do
'em in the sun all day.
for a few hours? And Jonah, he's into that. I mean, it's perfect age for the Silver Dollar. It was last year too, and he hasn't grown any. He's still the same height.
Right.
But I asked everybody, I'll go. We'll go to Silver Dollar. I'll go. Jonah's going. Who else wants in? And nobody is like, well, we're gonna do that, or we can go to zip lining. I think my wife went zip lining.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and or we can go to Bass Pro Shops in Branson, which I thought that's kind of stupid. I mean,
Got them everywhere.
well, that and what are you gonna do? You just walk around. It's just a store. By
Yeah.
the way, that could be on the list. Bass Pro Shop is one of these.
As a store? Well,
Yeah.
that's Missouri.
No, Missouri's shittier though. I mean, you
Oh.
might be right, but Bass Pro
Gander
Shop,
Mountain.
Cabela's, and Gander Mountain
Yeah, that's
got to go
true.
somewhere. We'll label those later. But
They're like a Gander RV.
Illinois is a Gander Mountain.
that'd work.
You're right.
I don't know where it's at on the map, but
That was
so it ultimately ended up where Tug, my younger brother, and Jonah. That's it. And so now just us three going to Silver Dollar
oh,
City.
badass.
Yeah, it's a totally different kind
Go
of
time.
vibe.
Yeah.
Rather than bringing the wife and the
Everybody,
kids
yeah.
and the daughter. I mean, just rather than kiddie rides, now we can go down there and see if we can wreck this place.
Yeah.
So I knew that you had to wear the mask, which of course I would have done anyways, but they required
Thank
it
you.
there. And then you walk through here's what I don't get, bud. You walk through the tent city. They got a person in there that has the temperature gauge. Check your
Good.
temperature.
Yeah.
You're good. Go on in. Like they're going to turn anybody away.
Right.
I mean, they need somebody to pay for this shithole. So you go in, and I'm thinking, this doesn't seem, I mean, the trams are rolling, and you
Yeah.
kind of see some parking lots, but there's a lot of empty.
Okay.
And you're thinking, okay, compared to last
This would be
year,
great.
we're not going to have to wait in line for shit.
Right.
Well, here's the issue. Each ride you go to,
Only you have to be spaced out.
yes. So you're standing in line, bud, and they got the purple dots on the floor.
Yeah.
But nobody is.
No.
Once you're in a line that wraps around, you totally
Are in the line.
you don't give a shit.
Right.
I mean, you're just moving
Leaning
up,
on
and everybody's on their
coughing
phone, and everybody's
touching everything.
laying. Yeah, they're laying over the banisters or sitting on them, and
Licking
and,
'em.
and everybody's got their mask on, and then
Sure.
they'll pull it down, and then talk to each other, take a drink, have it on their ear, and so it's just. There's no way to police it totally.
Right.
Every once in a while, you'd get the, can everybody in the queue make sure your mask is covering your face and your nose at all times? Sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
no
and then you look down there, and the ride jockeys are down there, mask off half the time.
Right.
Mask. So nobody's taking it real seriously. The only time they take it seriously is when you get to the actual ride. So they have roller coasters that can take 16 people. Now, what they did was, depending on the size of your party, those people could sit together.
Okay.
So if you have three, Tug and Jonah be in front, I'll sit on the next seat, then there has to be a space between the next person.
Okay.
So there's been a lot of people that are just the two of them, space. So you'd have 8 people or 7 people
Right.
riding this fucking roller coaster.
Awesome.
So everything took forever.
Yeah.
I mean, each line took forever. But their argument was, well, you have to do that. Otherwise, we can't let you ride this next to each other. But
Right.
you're leaving this line. And the weirdest thing was there was a group of 16 kids that were from a summer camp or some
Yeah.
shit. And so they get up there. They're in the back of the line. And then all of a sudden, they get all the way to the front. But there's only 15 of them. And the guy says, if you can find one more person from your group, we can fill this
We'll
tram
fill
up.
it up.
I'm so excited. We haven't had a full tram in forever.
This is great.
And I'm like, so
I'll be it.
they're all yelling.
Yeah.
Then those kids are all running up and down in between everybody,
Yeah.
screaming with their masks off. Where's the other guy? Where's Pete? Where's Pete? Get Pete. Pete's, in the back of the line.
Hello?
I'm over here. Come on, Pete. And then everybody, like Moses, we separate
Yeah.
so Pete can walk in between us. And he walks by all of us, mask down. Eventually gets a, hey, put your mask up. And he gets there and they said, okay, now we can fill up this tram. And I'm like, bud, we just went on they ran through us. This is what the part that you're trying to prevent on the roller coaster. So just let us all pile on it. You can fill up the tram every time.
Yeah.
Just fill it up.
Right.
No, we can't do that for safety. Fine, except for you can't have people that are not in my group run through the crowds
And
of
touch
people
me
to
and
touch
cough on
and
me.
yell at
Right.
the other guy.
Yeah. Pete!
So it doesn't make sense. And I know everybody goes through that at their different places. I mean, we've been talking about that since this started as far as this is shut down, this is up. So
Right.
same thing at an amusement park. I guess the argument would be don't go. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's true. I shouldn't go.
I
But-
mean,
How else are you going to go 0 to 2.8 seconds,
in your car without your mask.
Skydiving.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Bungee jumping, zip lining.
Zip lining. I could have done it.
By yourself.
I mean, you only go to Powder Keg once a year, bud.
That's true.
Maybe.
That's true. You got to get the keg.
And
Did
it
did you
fucking-
keg it?
Oh.
Yeah.
I powder keg.
You did.
I bought a $17 soda.
How many times?
One. And then you can refill it for $2.
No, on the
which-
powder keg. How many?
Oh, 2 times. 2
That's-
powder
that's
kegs.
good.
That's 3 hours of waiting.
Worth it. Worth every second.
Then there was this, God. You just get the problem with
Oh no.
vacationing.
Okay.
I mean, it's great with your family.
Right.
There's parts of that are great.
Yeah.
The part where you're all in the same house.
That's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice at a
Now,
time,
let
but
me ask you this: while we were at the park,
Yeah.
are you looking around? Is there any of the bathing beauties that you want to get entangled with?
there is so many.
You want to entangle?
I mean,
Just-
you get in line, and the cool thing about having the mask on is you pull your hat real low and
Oh,
pull your
yeah.
mask real high,
nice.
and you just become out the
Everybody
neighbor
else.
from
Yeah.
Tim the Toolman
Right.
Taylor.
Right.
So you can sit there and check out. And I don't know how creepy you look staring at somebody.
Horrible. Horribly creepy, especially with a mask on.
But they
You
can't
look
identify
bad.
you.
No.
Well, no, they
He
can't.
had a mask on.
Draw
Yeah.
your perpetrator.
But they don't necessarily know if you're being creepy because you got a mask on.
Did you ask any of them that would you like to entangle with me?
There were some people that you just wish that you could use their ass as a mask.
Oh, right. You want to entangle
ever-
their mask their ass mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't go back to the crack house and release your frustrations
Yes, you can. You can't. Well, I mean, you can release your frustrations there.
at Silver Dollar
Well,
City.
then go home and tell your wife there was an entanglement, but it's okay now.
I mean, the bathroom breaks were there's only 2 bathrooms. There's 800 people staying in this crack house.
Yeah, but you gotta. In the crack house.
You
Well,
know.
and social distancing. So technically, there's not even a bathroom really. Because if someone's in the bathroom, someone has to be.
I'm not
going to
say that I would have rather been cleaning out a poop pipe than hanging out in Branson.
Don't you dare say that.
I won't. I'm not going to.
Don't you dare say that.
But next year,
Would you rather be ripping down a ceiling?
I've taken
I
2
might
of those
be
tonight,
rather watching.
and I still can
the
see a little
Mexicans put
bit.
up stuff.
I could, like you know how you get grease or something, or like a little bubble, little.
you get a
let's-
flake of shit in your eye.
Let's say you got a bottle of Talon Maine, and you're in the shower, and you got a little dribble comes down in your eye, and
Yeah.
it's got that rainbow flavor over there, and you move it, and it's kind of like it looks like salad dressing. You know what I mean? I mean, you get how the oil floats on top, and you can't get it out. You know what I mean?
Kind of.
Okay.
You're talking about shampoo. But
Let's say you have a good
You're talking about
vinaigrette.
poo eye?
Yeah,
a
little-
vinaigrette. All right.
a little vinaigrette
Okay,
dressing.
wait. I'm at Olive Garden.
All right, you're Olive Garden,
Sure.
and they you want some more Parmesan? Yeah, you just
Oh,
keep
yeah,
it grinding.
crack it on,
Can you
yeah.
leave that here? No, safety. And so you put the dressing on. Well, you got that little bubble of oil because you got I mean it's a vinaigrette. Right?
Yeah.
It's that oil. It's got that kind of sheen to it. You know what I mean?
I've seen what you're talking about.
You talking about Soul Glow?
Well, Sogol has its own, yeah. But if it drips in your eye and it's around the side,
Yeah.
it's like that. It's like having a little dribbly of oil. Oh, you can't get it out.
Can't flick
man.
it out,
You
bud.
can't get it out. You
All
can
right.
wash it. You can wash it with whatever you got.
Yeah.
Telemane, sure.
So you're thinking you got a little poop stuck in that eye?
There's probably some still up in there. I'm just saying.
Did it just splash on you, bud?
Yeah, I mean it's splashed all
You
over.
heard about the Visine on the
Oh,
face.
and root beer, a cold root beer, an icy cold root beer, which, by the way, if we're gonna label states,
Yeah.
an A&W has got to be in there too.
If we're labeling them restaurants, A&W.
Colorado be A&W. It's crappy. You can't find
Colorado
it.
might
No
be
one wants to
fucking
go there.
Starbucks though.
What?
Now. I think
Now?
everybody goes there's that.
I don't know. They found they found a squirrel with bubonic plague in Colorado. I don't want to go there.
That's true. The only other thing that really came out of the trip, other than a fantastic time, was hanging out with Caleb on the deck the first night. Right? You get into what he's doing, all this shit,
Yeah.
normal catch-up stuff. So at the end of it, though, you get to the point where, well, he's got a girlfriend, been dating a year. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I want to hang on. And he's that age where you're dating, you're 22
And
and
you're dating 4
you
people.
wanna go sow your oats.
Yeah.
And but I didn't know, and because we're stupid, I knew that Snapchat existed like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But he had mentioned to me that he got in trouble with her the last weekend because he fell asleep and she went through his phone and he had screenshotted some chicks that were sending him pictures.
Oh, nice.
And I heard it and I was like, yeah, well, you got to,
Yeah, it happens.
don't lock your phone or don't leave it out or
Yeah,
or
stop.
just don't get pictures. But it didn't process with me
Yeah.
what that means. Like, for me, it's like if you're going to look at stuff on your phone,
Right.
you just go to a site that specializes in these things.
Oh, I got you.
And you don't. So when he said screenshot, I was like, what do you
What are you talking
mean?
Because the Snapchat goes away and he wanted to keep it for his
Yeah.
But
bank.
we're not even on Snap. Like, we don't get it. That I didn't even put it in my head that means people on there just send you pictures of their naked buttholes and
Oh,
body
for sure.
parts.
Oh, yeah, they do that because they think it's going to go away.
Well, it does publicly
Kind
or
of.
whatever,
No,
but they can
not really.
private Snapchat and then you just
Yeah,
screenshot it, I
yeah.
guess. But when he said I screenshotted him, I was like, in my stupid, dumb mind, I was like, so
You took a picture of it?
like you have porno
two
open
phones?
and you
Oh,
you screenshotted Pornhub?
Right.
Bud? That's stupid.
you dummy.
He's like, no, those are chicks that It's like, oh, so you went to their profile like
Yeah.
on Facebook
Right.
and found some cool stuff like where their kids aren't in the picture and stuff.
Yeah.
Took a
No, this
No,
is.
where he started, I snapped them one.
You
They
remember
snapped me
Emily?
back.
She came to that party that one time.
Yeah.
Here's her butthole.
Right. I guess I imagined
Okay.
it like what I would do. It's where, okay, I know this chick on Facebook. We're Facebook friends, so I'll scroll through her photos.
Yeah.
If I was to pull a screenshot, that's how you would do it.
Right.
Oh, here's a cool photo. But
That's a good one.
Snapchat, you don't. You just, and he's younger, so
Yeah.
they're just sending pictures of,
Whatever.
I guess. I don't know if all of them are. I know Casey's got a younger daughter, and she's on Snapchat probably,
All the
so we
time.
can't say everybody. But enough of them are that it's causing rifts in young relationships everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Well,
two,
just don't leave
two
your
of
phone.
Blaze's girlfriends just broke up because two people were Snapchatting back and forth, and
It's huge though. Like,
oh yeah,
I thought that it went away in Instagram,
Huh.
but that's me thinking I'm old. Like that's what I thought
Well,
was
that's the new
replacing it.
catfish. He does it all the time too. He just does it with someone that's like,
Well, isn't that what Anthony Weiner?
18.
Anthony Weiner, famous congressman, had some great laws.
best name.
He got in trouble, but he was on Twitter hollering at chicks,
Yeah.
you know, stroking
up,
off
girl?
and stuff
Yeah.
in front of chicks.
Yeah.
But on Snappy, I think it's the same kind of deal
It's
where,
the same thing, but you screenshot it, so it doesn't go away.
like, if me and you got on Snapchat,
And we will.
do we have
after
to
the
be
show.
friends to send each other, or can
No.
you publicly
No.
send it? Do you know
yeah,
how it works?
yeah. I think you can limit who you want to see it, just like on Facebook. You can kind of go public.
Yeah.
But yes, like when they were doing those back and forth. They weren't going to everybody.
Okay.
Those were most likely private or like shared ones. That's what like
DMs,
people have like
man.
Snapchats.
You slide it in the
Freaks.
DMs.
That's just two people Snapchatting back and forth.
Slide it into
but
your
they're not
DM.
really even DM. But yes, basically,
They are.
I did Snapchat for like 6 days and it annoyed me and I shut it down.
Well, but you almost
Okay.
got a girlfriend out of it. So
No.
I remember
When you
that.
did that, though, were chicks trying to send you naked pictures?
If you went after them, I'm sure. But no, I didn't have nothing like that for me.
How does that go? Like, that's
you
the part.
message them a picture or you see something that suggests somebody and then you a like friend and then all of a sudden you're friending them and then it's because I think you can put little messages too or
Okay, but not that I want to do this, but imagine I get a
Snapchat account.
Frank Franklin Snapchat.
Okay.
So you
account,
already signed up. That's
right?
good.
Not that I want it to happen.
Right.
And, like,
People just text
do you
and
say,
fuck
like,
now.
hey, how are you?
It's-
Yeah.
Like, hey, cool picture
No.
profile?
No, you like it and then you
Okay.
send one back. Sup, something you with a cool,
Okay.
pose like a cool
Sure.
selfie, maybe shirtless, maybe framing a wall or something,
Yeah.
or
It could be.
So if I'm, like,
Maybe making a salad.
like, say
maybe,
I
like,
see a hot
digging-
chick
Okay.
on Snapchat somehow.
Boom.
You see a profile picture, and I send her a Snapchat that just,
a funny snappy.
yeah,
Sup, girl?
that's like a picture of Dennis Rodman's face.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably not going to get you a lot of reply. But
I'd
go
be
ahead.
like, lizard skin, what's up?
What's up, dog?
So far, I'm guessing the best person to ask would be the person getting the nudies. But
No,
That's
if you snap me with that mask on, say,
He'll
what's
send
up,
you a dick
dog?
pic.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm halfway out.
Is there like an older Snapchat? Like-
Facebook,
See, but nobody does it on
Yeah.
Facebook.
They would cancel it.
not if you message it.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure.
If I sent if you were a hot chick on
Okay.
Snapchat and
Mhm.
I sent like a poem, like a picture of a poem.
Yeah, got me. I'd send you back. I'd send you back a butthole pic
There you go. It's that easy.
instantly.
Super
Butthole
easy.
pic. That
I
there's like
don't know what they're doing. I have to imagine it has to be like
they'll talk for.
they
they'll-
say weird shit though, bud. They just go like, yeah, like what? Not even what's up. They have like phrases that mean what's up that we don't even know
yeah.
what it is, and that means show me your clit.
No.
You know what I mean, right?
No.
Microwave popcorn.
I'm all out of tar babies. You got some?
No. I don't
I mean,
think
it could
goes.
be.
Like if you send like an
I'm sure he
emoji.
sent a shirtless one, or she sent like it was a bathing suit one sometime, and he's like to see more or something, and sent one back like he's laying around in his
Yo,
his
grilled
Joe
cheese, girl.
boxers, or
Yeah.
and he's got the happy face Joe boxers on, and then she sends one back where, you know, it's like you could tell there's not a shirt on, but you're not actually seeing it all. And
Sure.
then he's like, sends one back like
Dong shot.
more.
Yeah.
Or just like, you know, like he wrote on a piece of paper and he just put more.
Do you think guys hang dong on there all the time?
Yes. I hear about that. Like even on Facebook, that's a huge thing. You hear about it in groups, like a girl will post something and then all of a sudden somebody's DM them a dong pic.
That's so frustrating that I've been on social
And
media.
you never thrown your dick out there, man?
and nobody sent me theirs.
Oh,
Well, you'll get one tonight, bud.
Yeah.
You'll get two in a picture.
we'll
Like
solve
if I
that.
send a picture of a donger
Right.
that I drew to some dude.
Yeah.
Like this.
That's great. Yeah.
And I have stolen somebody's profile pic.
Sure.
And I get like a kind of a 6, you know, a 6 out of 10 chick. Somebody
Okay.
that you're not going to be like, this chick's obviously fake. Get one of those, you know.
Drawer.
If I send that pic that I always send of the person that we know that stole a former cast member away from the show.
Okay.
If I make that my profile pic,
You're going to get a lot of DMs.
you think so?
Yeah, you get a lot of those dongers. You get a lot of those pictures.
So if I make a fake LARPer's wife
And then
account,
just, do some.
and then send out this picture to,
Yes.
to boys.
Yes. And you know what you're going to get back? That. Back. They're going to draw it.
How do you know how old they are?
You don't. That's
the same way they don't know that you're a girl or not.
That's true. I am kind of playing coy on that.
You are playing coy.
There's a whole show about it.
Here's the thing.
Is that illegal?
Everybody's playing coy unless you're your brother and you have went to school or have met this person somewhere. That gives you
A lot of them
I
don't
know,
even.
I
but
know.
yeah.
They-
But that
I
would
understand.
make it.
But what I'm trying to say is now you've seen him in person. Now you're snapping. Now you what up at 2 a.m. And then what up with you? I'm just laying around with my dog. Prove it.
You say dong?
Boom. Whatever. Laying around with my dog. Whatever.
Like if I
And now
draw,
you're snapping. And
this-
now you're just meeting up at 4.
if I draw this butt cheek
Yes.
and an
Yeah.
arrow, like chicks would send me.
So many butt pics.
Yeah, I'll draw bikinis.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or
It's
ask
like a diaper.
What's up?
that's your
You're gonna
in. Ask him about that floss trick. Show me that floss trick. I gotta see how it does.
Let me see you pick a wedgie.
Yeah, you never
Hey.
I finger ever find that
I just feel like we
you
missed
think you
out.
never have a snag on your bathing suit? You can ask questions
Hey,
like
pull
that.
up the message board real quick, and you'll see Conrad's new pro.
Hold on, Zach just sent a dick pic. Well, yeah.
There's your new profile pic. You'll get so many dick pics, bud.
You tortilla faced me, man.
That's his mask.
He tore his face. That's his COVID mask. He's lost it. He was already
He has
crazy.
COVID,
He was crazy before. Now he's got the COVID.
and he's on a week quarantine. I know that
2 week. Yeah. So
Well, but
good
he's
luck.
on the first week of his week.
I know.
quarantine.
Show up in about 4 days and see where that tortilla is.
I just feel like we missed out, you know? I mean, I don't want to be
Well,
involved.
that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you. You hear about like I have one of the guys like Chris was talking about like some buddies of his. They do the fuck book or whatever the hell that is, Tinder or whatever,
Yeah.
and they don't go out and pick up chicks. They find a chick on there that wants to just fuck, and they go meet and fuck and go. And like when I was young and trying to do that, like it took some effort. I used to have to like get some coke.
Yeah,
and
you'd write
some-
song lyrics and stuff.
Well, I
and-
did it different.
Cola.
No,
Okay.
But-
All right.
Like you'd listen to like a Trace Adkins song.
no,
Get
that
all
was your
pumped
way.
up.
Candles on. Hey, girl, you want to come over and dance? No.
I'd like to take you out for all you can eat breadsticks.
No, it took like some
More
trying.
dressing, please.
It took trying or super whores, which I'm sure most of these girls are too, but there's moms, 35-year-old or
Hold
28-year-old
on.
chicks or 24
Let me see that pen.
that are sitting at home that have
What-
kids or don't want
What site is this?
Tinder or
How you spell
what's
Grindr.
Grindr? Yeah, Grinder. I think that's
Grindr?
more for gay,
Is that with a G?
but I think you do straight stuff on there too.
Oh, I think you're right. I think it's for gays.
More.
I'll
for-
wait that
I
down.
mean, I'm on there, and
I'll do some studying.
I think it'd be important for the show just
Sure.
knowing what
we
where the
need a
trends
single
are.
stud on this show because
Well, we have
We're working on it.
we have Eric.
we've been trying to get him divorced since I've known him. Yes,
We're
but
all working in our own ways of being that first single guy.
I said, but a stud.
true.
None of us. There's only one of us that qualify, or we have to hire.
He's
a new guy.
hiding medicine. I'm refusing to fix anything because I'm overworked and underpaid. He is
I went
getting
off
into
on my.
his summer body.
That was what I was gonna. I went
late.
off on my wife about scheduling a hair appointment on a fucking show night because she knows I have stuff to do, and
She scheduled her hair appointment or
Yeah.
yours?
hers.
Oh, well, what's wrong with that?
Well, there's stuff to do, and
Oh, she's not doing the stuff.
no, that it's show night, and I gotta get stuff ready and do stuff, and
Yeah.
and be, she was
Oh,
home
so
in plenty
she's
of
not-
time, and everything was fine, but
She
It is
wasn't
kind
here.
of
Yeah.
inconsiderate.
It's
but
bad.
my one thing was there's one night a week, every week, that I actually do anything.
Right. So make
Yeah.
me my pizza rolls. I
Yeah,
want them
and now I
hot.
have to make my own dinner, take care of the dogs,
More things.
fix a vacuum, and I didn't tell her you were here and had the show all fired up and had the AC
Yeah, it
cooling
sucks.
off, and
Yeah, but you don't have to tell her. That's not important.
no, it's
not-
Wednesday.
It's still
It's my day.
She still has duties, man.
So
I would rather be in your here. I'm hitting. Hold on. See this? Switch. I'm in Casey's life now.
Oh, you
I'm-
switched at the wrong time. Conrad was raping me, bud.
I'm going to send you this message here
Me?
and tell me what it does to you. Yeah.
Are you sitting on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if you want.
See what you're gonna send here.
Yeah.
Is he supposed to read it?
No, unlock the screen.
I'll send it to you.
I haven't
too.
got it. Yeah, I haven't got it yet. You Facebook message me?
No, just a text
Regular
message.
All right. I'll hit that. I'll wait for it. It's got to go through the atmosphere. It's not instant.
You guys are right by each other.
Yeah, I know. Well, we can't.
I have a picture of the boyfriend,
Oh, I don't want to see.
Slender Man.
I do.
Did you see my last text I gave
I think
you?
I've seen it.
Brett Favre was spotted in Tulsa. We knew about this, right?
What was he doing?
I don't know. Pushing his
Did
copper,
you see
man.
mine about the Kellogg was shut down this morning because of a pudding spill?
Oh my God. No.
No.
It was Zach.
Here you go. Let's go read the Bible.
What is wrong with this house? Oh, that's just your phone.
No, that's the house. It's got low ceilings.
Why did you invite Carl over?
Sling blade, man.
News.
I was thinking of Eric's brother.
Does got a little that.
Spilled pudding cups close Washington on ramp at Kellogg Wednesday morning.
Oh,
The Washington Street ramp westbound Kellogg was closed due to a pudding spill.
is that a spray-on beard?
About 12 to 15 cases of pudding were spilled. That's
That's nothing.
That's not that many.
Yeah, give me a spoon. I'll have it
I was gonna
cleaned up real
say.
fast.
Oh God, damn
Hey.
it. 12 to 15
Oh,
cases.
Taylor.
lost 12. That could just be a shopping cart tip over.
That's-
Especially on
That's
Washington.
an Elvis breakfast.
Where my pudding?
There it is.
Hey, pudding.
Washington's kind of rough.
If you do say "Hey, pudding," you will on.
Do you guys want to play Misconnections, or
It's been a while.
we could do it?
It's
I don't know,
Been
it's
a
tough.
while.
It's tough during
Since
these
I-
times.
Hey, it's been a while.
Hey, you wearing a
Misconnections.
mask? Me
Not
wearing a
much.
mask?
How about you?
I don't know if you've seen me peeking through the hat over the mask, but I pictured you as a butt mask on my face.
Skinman's got $5 on a ham bone. So
Let's see, Misconnections.
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 Thank you.
I don't know what this is.
Play it.
Wow. 2 posts flagged because I said a black woman was absolutely beautiful. The liberal flagger is now a racist. Wow.
I think that was a
Misconnections. Oh, was the picture? Was that from Caleb?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get it.
No, the one that you've seen.
Yeah.
He had posted to look at the pictures.
Oh.
Let's see here. A lot of these are just people trying to reach out. Missing my little house cleaner, Mound Ridge. You would come over and clean my little house while teasing me. I loved it.
I'll call him back. I mean, do it.
Misconnections.
I didn't think it teased
I hired
him. I
you
was
to do my sheetrock. You showed up once and never came again. Misconnections.
Walking dog. Hi, you beautiful black women. Blue shirt, walking dog in Pine Bush on June 29th along Route 155.
Wow.
I beeped. We waved. Get back to me, and let's take it further. Tell me what I was driving. Gmail me. Contact FastBabe96.
Misconnections.
You were driving an IROC Z. I was turned on.
Looking for key holder. My last key holder moved away, and I'm looking for another female to take over as key holder.
Is that like a key grip? in a movie?
I don't know, bud.
What is a key?
I think that's a dominatrix thing.
I'll look it up.
I met you at QT, and you gave me your number.
Which one?
Said you needed some power washing done. My phone died and took your number with it. If you see it, please reach out. Wonder who that power washer guy
I don't know.
is.
I have no
should
idea.
try Misconnections. Said he's going to text me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just want to play and try some new things. Would really like a woman to play around with, too, in South Wichita.
Misconnections. Get Tinder, bud.
This is our TikTok.
It's true. This is our style.
This is our style of TikTok. Hey, I briefly saw you. I don't know if you saw me. Tell me what color of bandana I had on.
Holler at me, girl.
What's up?
I'd like to make you a butt mask.
Yeah, I'd like to entangle you, baby.
Looking for a CD or trans to hang out, chat, and hopefully more. Hit me up.
Okay, easy. Casey?
Oh, CD crossdresser. Took me a minute.
No, the old CD. Looking for CDs.
I didn't know if that was like
Album collector.
Crossdresser.
I didn't know if that
Oh,
was like
could be.
choke dick or
That's spelled with
Newton YMCA.
Hey, I think.
Average good-looking male looking for a running partner during lunch at Newton YMCA.
Conrad. Is that just your post that you wanted to get out there to more people?
You just hope with an Eric
Or
would see us.
you're going to reply to it, right?
Ah.
Yes.
Yes, with that picture.
Wear Keds together and hang out. Looking for someone else
Wear
who
Keds?
wants to hang out and wear Keds together.
Okay.
If you've never worn Keds before,
You're
you
missing
will
out.
like wearing them. If you do wear Keds now or have before, let me know. We can do whatever comes to mind. Looking for a male or a female.
Doesn't matter.
Misconnections. Let's go play tennis.
I like kids.
I like sucking dick and kids.
Yeah. Switch life. Now I'm in kids.
And now you're sucking. We just keep switching back and forth, bud. Who's good? That'd be. I get 5 switches. And you don't want to be the swallower.
This has got a little bit of the.
Time it just right.
See if we
I'll
can
be
figure
fine.
this
I'll be holding it.
code out.
West
West Side GH. Looking for straight or bi men to visit my GH and let me swallow their load. I am a male.
Groundhog.
DDF.
Glory hole.
And expect the same.
GH, bro.
Oh, that's
We
just
found it.
glory hole. DDF? What is DDF?
Down to something to fuck.
Don't do fucking
No, I don't think so.
and expect the same? I don't know.
Down. Double down. Double down.
Looking for Jessica
Drug
Urban.
and disease free.
Oh, that's it.
Oh,
That makes sense.
and a glory hole.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't call back because you're on the Moxquin.
Trying to find an old friend. Your name was Jessica Urban. You've also been Jessica Johnson, but it's been a few years.
Hold the fucking phone.
Hit me up.
Are you
Facebook.
serious right now?
Misconnections.
I went to school with that gal.
Well, you should
Which
tell
one?
this person you went to school.
Huh?
Well, somebody's looking for her.
Really?
Yeah.
I know why.
Well, maybe you should reach out to her and tell her that somebody's on misconnections.
I don't know her.
Well, you
I
went
mean,
to school with her.
I went to school with her. I don't know. She disappeared.
Did she go by Jess?
Read that again.
Looking for Jessica Urban
that?
or Jessica
That's Jessica
Johnson.
Urban.
No, it's not.
Could be Jessica
She's from
Johnson.
Wichita.
Jessica Urban graduated in '94 from BC.
We were talking last night. I'm Brett. Lost contact with you, wanting to reconnect. You're a female. Send a pic, and the last thing we did. I'll get right back to you, baby.
That's easy. Favre. We made chili. Here's a picture of it.
Misconnections. We DDF.
Brett Favre. Favre.
Couple wanting to be watched, having fun. We like to be watched tonight.
Is it okay if I wear kids? Do you guys wear kids when you have
Nobody fucking in Wichita
fun? No.
understands
Brunette.
what goes on at Vegas Video. Wondering what all goes on at Vegas Video.
You know.
Question mark.
Yeah, you know.
Fun black guy looking for NSA fun.
No strings attached.
Okay. El Dorado trailer.
Okay.
M4F here. You lived in a trailer in El Dorado years ago. I know your name, but won't put it here. You helped me out, and I helped you out all the time.
Wow.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm in the same trailer. Just come by.
Connections.
Dummy. I live in the same spot.
Got my internet on. I'm gonna
Tip, tip,
check
tip,
my
tip, tip,
Snapchat.
top. Okay,
There's
not
Conrad
there.
sent me a drawn dick.
I love
Okay,
that.
that's
No, I
fine.
love that.
You know what? I'm gonna check misconnections, see if anybody's looking for me.
Nope.
This could be me, El Dorado trailer lady.
Yep, that's me. Huh.
There are people looking for me.
I'm looking for a nice guy
Okay.
to hang out with right now. I can maybe host, but definitely travel. I love to please, and that's what gets me off. I'm a 32-year-old divorced female.
Misconnections.
Casey?
See, this girl, if you friend her on Facebook,
Yeah.
then
She'll-
you'll get booby pics because her profile pic is one. This
Oh.
is Jessica Johnson. I'm just doing research.
Good job.
My husband doesn't care about me anymore. He talks to people on Craigslist more than he talks to me.
Hey, baby.
I don't even know him anymore. I have told him that he is hurting me, but nothing changes.
Well, you probably should.
Misconnections.
Stop putting the medicine in the goddamn refrigerator!
Is that her?
Could be.
Wow.
That could be.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hey, Aaron, if you know Jessica Johnson in Atlanta, just let us know.
Could be her.
She's a firefighter.
A lot of whore Jessica Johnsons, it's come to find out.
I'm looking for a female friend who would like to text me through the day.
There you go. There's your end. That's how you get that.
That-
raw
I'm
dick
a
pic.
male looking for a good
There
conversation.
you go.
Bud, you don't want to wish that on yourself.
No.
What are you thinking for dinner?
You're going down. You're going down the wrong road,
I
guy.
don't know. It's 9:45.
It's 9:40. I don't.
Do you think we should have pork chops? Hold on.
No, they're frozen. They take too long.
Yeah, I forgot to take them out. What are you thinking?
I just had.
How's your day going?
I had a peanut butter and jelly. sandwich.
Thinking about you.
Okay.
What's going on?
But well, nothing.
Hey, babe.
I keep putting the medicine.
How
back.
are you doing?
I'm fine.
Seem tense.
Yeah.
You okay?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Okay.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't. I'm fine.
What are you thinking for dinner?
I'm not thinking of anything.
I'm
for
not
dinner.
hungry.
You're not hungry either?
I'm not going to eat tonight.
Okay, good. Let's not eat.
What are you thinking for dinner?
Not hungry. I'm not going to eat anything.
What are you thinking for dinner?
Green beans. I think we got a can of green beans.
Oh,
in the
that sounds
cupboard.
good.
Okay.
I'll get the can out.
I'll go
Hey,
sit
do
over
you need
here.
some help?
No. Are you going to make the beans? Or I mean, I
can make 'em.
I'll make them.
Do you need some help?
Oh, you want me to make the beans?
No.
I'm
I
not
can make
hungry.
them. Hey,
I'm
don't be a dick.
I'll do everything. It's fine.
Don't be a dick.
Listen, I don't know why you had to schedule your hair appointment tonight. You just got home. I was watching the kid. Everything's fine.
How
We-
was dinner?
We ate. It's great. It was great. We had beans.
That sounds good.
You want me to make you some?
No, I can do it.
Hold on, I got to put this in the fridge real quick.
Did you need help?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good.
What do you want for dinner tomorrow?
I gotta work. I gotta work tomorrow, so I won't be home until late.
Woman needs a man friend to have some fun with. I host only. Contact me ASAP. My KIK? I don't know what that is. I miss the big girls that could be hooked up with on the old Craigslist personals. We all do.
Yeah, don't we all? Especially Reba. You lived in a trailer.
Owned. Wichita. One on my bucket list is to be owned by a female.
Oh wow. All right, dude. Just, I mean, have you ever been married?
Tortilla faces only.
Complete. Bucket list complete.
Own me. Ah, shit.
A
Anyways.
messaging app whose popularity rose with the advent of online dating. Kick.
There you go.
Misconnections.
I did have a couple news stories. Some of them are shit because there's just nobody's doing anything. You know what I
Right.
mean? Nobody's out and about getting in trouble like
Well,
we usually
I mean,
like to
It's
do.
an anonymous
there were some
messaging
big-
platform.
Oh, that's it.
That's a pay site.
Banksy is that artist that you
Yeah,
have.
what's he doing? What's
Well,
he up?
is he a sellout? You know what I mean?
I don't
People think of him as the guy that was this underground
Mhm.
sensation.
Yeah.
But now, if you're on Instagram as Banksy, aren't you? If that's your platform to share your new art, isn't it kind of a bitch move?
Well, I mean,
You know what I mean? Like if you're the Beatles, that's commercial band. If you're the Sturgill Simpson guy, and you're this underground,
all right.
but people love you. People that heard your music think
Yeah.
you're this great country musician that's harkens back to the days.
Yeah,
of,
but it's different because there's only a few people, I guess. I mean, if I got the right artist correct, there's only a few people that actually know who he is, and they've all sworn to not say anything. The fact that he has a Twitter handle or something like that, if as long as he doesn't show pictures of himself and he shows pictures of his art or thoughts or whatever, then he's the kind of guy to follow, I suppose. It's kind of like the guy that owns Bitcoin. See, people
He's
think they know.
the famed graffiti artist,
There you
right?
go. Yeah,
artist,
right.
and documentary filmmaker, which I think he just made his own
well,
thing.
In through the outdoor, I think.
But
that's
if it's
what it's called. Exit through the
okay.
gift shop.
if your net
That's
worth
it.
is 50 million,
Yeah.
and you have an Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and you're posting your new work on Instagram,
Yeah.
you're not an artist anymore.
Well, no. I mean, you are, but
I don't know.
it depends on the. Yeah, it depends on the. It's funny how that definition, and a lot of definitions, change with money. Take Garth Brooks, like we always do.
Sure.
Take Garth Brooks. We've discussed it before. He's an artist. Everybody knows him. Maybe, before he got big, everybody around
I love the stuff
Stillwater,
he does with mustard.
everybody around Oklahoma, what he does with Mustangs.
Steak and mustard to paper
Oh, my
and
Yeah,
stuff.
steak and mustard.
Steakandmustard.com.
He gets
Garth and Trish.
he gets
fucking
$500 million. He gets $500 million
Yeah.
on his first record.
Right.
That's signing bonus or whatever.
Yeah.
Is crazy? So is he still an artist? Is he still? I mean, look at his. Have you seen his last video where he's underwater? I mean, he's styling kind of the same old Garth, but it's kind of hard to follow. Like, dude, I mean, what
I
are we doing?
understand. I get what you're saying, but with a street artist,
Yeah.
that you rise in popularity based on
You get street cred.
But that's what broke him was this underground thing
Yes.
that's illegal that he's doing, but it is such, I guess, good art, or that
Right.
you don't know who's doing it, but it is the same style and
Yeah,
he's
that's
shining.
that's the draw.
But it's hard to know if it's actually him doing it or somebody like running it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It could be. Could
I
be a
mean,
whole
he's
company.
associated, but yeah, you're getting your meaning out
But
there.
here's the deal:
too.
he could have started as a street guy, and he got the street cred. But now, once you've made an absorbent amount of money, you
Yeah.
kind of lost your street cred, but you've went to a different echelon. Much like let's take it this way: you're a half-assed 3-star basketball player on a college basketball team
Sure.
in the Missouri Valley.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
who
People
cares?
kind of know you.
Yeah.
Who cares? But let's say you have an awesome senior year, and then you end up going to the Knicks.
Okay,
You know what I mean? I mean, you go work out for the Knicks. You have a great off season. You have a great summer, and then you come into the Knicks and you just blow it up.
but
You had street cred because you were working, and I loved you because you were in a Missouri Valley team
Yeah.
that no one knew. But I saw your potential, but no one really else did. I
For those
guess.
kids out there that are listening, that would be a Ja Morant.
And a second guy, an agent guy came in and just took a silly bet on you before you really blew up on your senior year. Now you still got street cred, sort of, but you've made it, and people that were fans of yours are glad you made it, but you're still not doing
I
the
would
same
think
kind
that
of
would
thing.
even go
is-
back to like
but it-
Tupac because he didn't want all that and blah blah. But then
He
won
got
it all.
shot.
Well,
That's what ended that.
But isn't art especially this art, where it's
Not basketball's an art.
I know, but in this genre of art where it's visual art, and the ultimate echelon isn't necessarily the money or anything else, it's that you're doing it.
Yeah,
Like, that's what
but
they all
It's
say.
your message.
Tupac was vision art too. He was the one that peed on all of the chicks. So I mean,
Well, that's
really,
true.
I mean that's more of a visual
No,
art.
that was Seal. That's very different.
No, Seal
Piss from a
Shadow
Rose.
people.
Oh,
Take
sorry,
a
I've been singing
dump
"Piss from a
on
Rose"
your
for a long time.
face. I just think that if you're Banksy, if you wanted to stay Banksy,
Yeah.
you would have, once Exit Through the Gift Shop became popular,
Yeah, you would have cut off your left ear.
or just, okay, Banksy's billionaire. Now I make another alias,
Yes.
and I go do art in the street as this unknown.
Yes.
And if you're that good,
Yeah.
that will gain
Kind
popularity.
of, sort of. But what everybody would like to say on the outside. I mean, I'm no art critic by any means, but my thing is if let's say you did that,
Okay.
right? You went out as Dirds.
Sure.
Okay, you were Banksy. Now you're Dirds.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna spray the first for spray painting of Dirds. No one's gonna know who it is. No
Yeah.
one doesn't. You didn't tag it. No one thinks it's a Banksy, but it looks a little like Banksy's.
Yeah.
If it's the same person.
Yeah.
So you do like 5 more. And
Now
people
you're
are like,
a
who's this
copycat.
guy? Yeah. Now you're just a copycat. Like this guy's just copying Banksy. It's shit. It's trash.
But he's not, because Banksy's living in, with Garth in an ivory tower.
True, but what his art is what's copying him.
Like okay.
Take it this way.
If Banksy
I
shows
painted
up at a
my
Garth
face,
Brooks concert,
if I painted my face black and I put a bandana on, okay, and I started saying I don't want the popularity and stuff like that, and I got shot, people would say I'm just a copycat of Tupac.
So at all.
I hear you.
I mean, I would have to spit the rhymes. I would have to spit them.
No, if you go as Al
I'd have to
Jolson,
spit them correctly.
if you're singing,
But if I got shot, he's just following.
That might be
Tupac.
the greatest analogy ever.
I'm just.
I mean, completely opposite.
No, it's not. It's exactly the same. It's fine. Now, what I'm saying is, I couldn't go in blackface. I would be in jail.
isn't
I'd be
there
racist
an argument
in jail. but-
already that Tupac's not dead?
oh, sure, he's with
That
Elvis.
Garth
I mean,
Brooks used to go in blackface and spit rhymes?
no, you're thinking.
We've been spreading that, but
I mean, a lot of people think that Garth took a break to raise his kids, but that was
Yeah, that was it.
weirdly enough during the time when Tupac gained popularity.
I was going to say
True.
Shaggy, but
Oh
and-
yeah,
Was he ever photographed?
sure.
at
No.
the same time as Garth Brooks.
No,
well,
never
I mean,
in
but
the
there's a
same
lot of
room.
artists that go that way. The one, there's a lot of artists go that way. The one, sure. Everybody
You just
said
said
that big
Travis Trent, I'd have been on, but
Everybody said that big Hawaiian guy that played the ukulele out in Hawaii that
Yeah.
sang so pretty. They
Dog
all
the
said
Bounty
he died
Hunter?
of as a heart attack. I didn't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of ukulele, pretty nice jams
What
out
people
there.
don't know about him is it's actually Gilbert Grape's mom.
Could have been. I mean, it could have been a relative.
Nobody
or
knows
it
what
could have been
happened to
him.
her.
Oh, it could have been her.
Yeah.
Right.
She's got
Could've
a
been.
tan and cut her hair.
And sang real pretty.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Either way, I don't know.
Don't know.
I
But
think
that
if,
started the ukulele jams. Now everybody wanted a ukulele, and thank you.
if Banksy's hanging out at a Garth Brooks concert, you can't be considered an artist anymore. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, there's
I
some.
watched
you don't
the whole
think Van Gogh
documentary.
went to any of his stuff? You don't think?
He went to Al Jolson, I'm sure.
There's sometimes where you see heroes of yours, like little personal heroes or whatever,
Yeah.
and people say don't meet them, and I am of that ilk. Don't ever meet your
Yeah,
heroes.
remember Dan Marino?
Remember Dan Marino, where
Yeah.
he shunned us in the airport?
Act like he didn't even know us.
He's
Get outta
taller
here.
in person too.
He is way taller in
Huge.
person. Yeah,
Wow.
but I mean, I've seen artists.
Even after he retired, he
One of
stayed,
my favorite-
he stayed tall.
One of my favorite artists is old enough to have a kid. He wanted to take her to her favorite artist, which
Okay.
is weird because he's a pretty big dude, right?
Yeah.
So it took it to Billie English, one of those concerts.
Gotcha.
Here's the cool thing. They showed a video of him in the stands. He was just sitting there.
Not having fun.
I mean, he was listening to it. He was kind of like, doing this. I mean, he was improving, I guess, but in his own way. So that made me think, maybe
Talking
it's
about Mick
okay.
Jagger?
Maybe it's okay to meet your
Oh,
heroes.
I know who he's talking about. I know who he's talking
Oh,
about.
yeah.
Charlie Daniels. God
Yep.
rest your soul.
Yeah, God rest him. He's not dead.
Tip one back for me, Charlie. I know you're in heaven.
I know.
Hopefully you'll call
Well,
in a couple weeks.
Right? He's in heaven, right?
I think he's alive. That guy will never die.
Well, either way. Wherever you're at, Charlie
He's got an extra soul and a golden fucking fiddle. You heard the song?
Thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to us everywhere. Check us out on ICT Radio moving forward. Don't let your meatloaf.
Thursdays are for leftovers. That's Daddy's favorite dish.